Nancy Reagan used to have a pretty legitimate legacy in Just Say No. Like the war on drugs, like she came up with the phrase "Just Say No," and that was like on T-shirts, and that was like the thing. And now, forever, she'll be known as like Gluck Gluck Nancy.
Yeah,
she
is Nance.
Are you ready for
All right, what's up, you mutts? It's another episode of KFC Radio. Today is a first ever KFC Radio. It's our Pulp Fiction Memento episode where we are jumping all over the place. We basically started the show and then we forgot what we wanted to initially talk about, and then we got to a great segment that was like, well, we should lead off the episode with this. So you are going to time travel. This is the first ever episode of time travel podcasting, where you're going to hear the middle first and the first second and the endings in the middle and the middle's last, because we jumbled it all up and we're just chopping it up to make it the most enjoyable podcast you can listen to. So you're going to see clothes change. You're going to hear names change. You're going to see the time change. And it's all to make sure that today's episode was perfect for you.
But because I don't read as much, I did do something over the weekend. And this is really what the show is going to be about.
Oh, God. Heavens to Betsy. What is it?
Nancy Reagan.
Oh, okay. I'm excited for this because I don't know what happened. I don't know anything.
You don't know anything at all.
I thought she died.
Okay. She's dead.
Oh, she is.
She's dead.
But she's been dead?
She's been dead.
Okay. So I saw your tweet. This was what, Saturday night into Sunday?
Saturday, yeah.
So that's why though, because I had the birthday party early in the morning and like all that shit. I didn't read anything Saturday night. I was off my phone the whole day and night. Then Sunday rolls around, same sort of thing. And once I miss something on the internet, I don't care to that wasn't part of the fun in the beginning.
This one was worth going back. This
no,
was an all time
because
you didn't
I wish.
experience it.
What I really am upset about. I love when this kind of shit happens, and I'm trying to think of other examples. But like when all of a sudden you learn that there's like, oh boy, there's a Ruth Bader Ginsburg Twitter, or that there's a whole section of Twitter for this weird like old person that I didn't know about, but they like ride for these people. What happened?
Okay, so this Twitter account, Classically Abby, tweeted Madonna's is this up? Yeah. Okay.
Her like sexy post. Yeah.
Yeah. And
which,
Reagan,
by the way,
Reagan
those
was
pictures of Madonna.
Yeah, hot. Oh yeah, big time.
Could get it.
Big time. So it was like who do you want to be? Like you could be classy, you could be trashy. These two. And
she got roasted.
Twitter went to town because they found out that Nancy Reagan was known as Just Say Yes Nancy because she sucked all the cock in Hollywood. And it was people like the Nancy Reagan never saw a cock that she couldn't stay away from. She had to taste it. Nancy Reagan walked around Hollywood like kids walking around the Willy Wonka chocolate factory, just looking for schnozberries and fucking everything. She wanted all the cum in her belly.
I'm so sad, and I am so mad at everybody. I'm mad at all of you.
I texted you.
Did you? Yeah, but you texted me like late, being
like 3 o'clock in the morning, tears laughing in bed.
I need to know. Let me ask the gang here a question. When I say something like, you guys got anything for 1 minute, man? You didn't think to maybe tell me about Nancy Reagan sucking cock all over Hollywood? You don't think that maybe that could have been a funny episode for today? Huh?
I never give you anything for 1 minute.
Oh, good. Oh, to be clear, I'm always bad at my job. I need like an alarm that goes off for something like this.
What time did I text you?
Nancy Reagan just got that. She's a throat goat.
Nancy Reagan,
the throat goat. And it's hilarious that she was out there saying, just say no. And everyone's like, behind closed doors. You know what Nancy Reagan says behind closed doors? Oh, yeah. Nancy Reagan at the MGM, and look at that colorized.
Bro, there was the.
Dude,
I'm trying to scroll back to
I'm mad at you.
I texted you.
No, I'm mad at you. What was the first 30 minutes of this podcast about? Nothing
I
compared
told
to
you
this.
before the show.
Nothing.
Wait, where's my text to you? My text to you was, I'm gonna find exactly what I said.
It's like we got to do Nancy Reagan on the show. I
said-
got to know
I
when
said,
it's.
Nancy Reagan is Twitter at its finest. We might have to do the whole ep on this on Monday.
You're right. We have to feed through the whole thing. I swear, I'm thinking about maybe cutting out the first 30 minutes of the whole goddamn show. Nancy Reagan,
Dude.
sucking dick all over the place. Look at that picture. You
Yeah.
know, every single pic of Nancy Reagan has new meaning. It's so true. She's looking at Ray Charles, being like, "Yep, I sucked that dick."
Zach, can you tweet us doing the water bottle thing with Bert right now?
Yeah.
3 Nancy Reagans going to town.
This is so funny right here. They're sipping on that nut. Nancy Reagan when she gets to MGM. Bro.
Tweeted Danny Jones got hurt, his neck got hurt. He's like, Danny Jones going to see the neck specialist on Monday for him. We're like,
That was yo who that was? That was Joey Lego tweeted that. Bro, everything.
Nancy Reagan loves to suck that thing. And you know what I love about her? Is that she probably was like, yeah, I did, and I'd do it again. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, look where I fucking got. That was the first lady, motherfucker. You think I would get... She's like, I was born in 1890. I needed to suck dick to get to the top, and I fucking did it.
It was like, oh, dude, this one of Skip Bayless. Movie execs when they heard Reagan was on the lot. It's my turn. but then, dude. So it's like.
So that's, so obviously, Ronald Reagan is, before doing a movie, she strolls up to the trailer.
They met on a blind date, according to them.
Yeah. Blind because she had a dick down her throat.
Yeah.
She had her eyes closed while she was fucking deep throating his dick. Ronald Reagan probably was like, fucking these hoes. Nancy shows up and sucks the soul out of him. The original iDeepthroat.com. Before the internet, it was like Nancy Reagan deep throat telegrams were flying around. And he was like, I need to lock this bitch up for life.
That's the moments like this are what make me. It's impossible to understand how Twitter isn't
The most important thing in the most successful thing in the world.
$1 company, because here's the deal. Twitter, so a woman tweeted, "Be classy," essentially. Okay.
Yeah.
Twitter then ruined the legacy
Yes.
of a dead woman.
Tarnished the fuck out of Grandma Nancy. You know, there's some poor little family back home like, Nana Nancy, what? She did, why is Nana trending? Oh, fuck.
Bro, but like when
Look at that with Mr. T. You know she sucked Mr. T's dick.
Mr. T had his RIP tweet to her was like, RIP to Nancy Reagan, a very special woman to me, ...
You choose your own adventure. You finish that up. Dude.
It has literally to people like me and
Wait,
people
go back to the cake. Go back to the cake. Made a cake, Nancy Reagan spit on it.
But to people like me, to heavy Twitter users, the Reagan legacy has completely changed. All because of one single tweet.
About Madonna, something that's kind of unrelated. You know what I mean? Like,
it is now they are the
yo, Nancy Reagan used to have a pretty legitimate legacy in Just Say No. Like the war on drugs, like she came up with the phrase "Just Say No," and that was like on T-shirts, and that was like the thing. You know, you ever see that clip? It's like what, a little girl came up to me and said, what do I do when they ask me drugs? And I said, just say no. It became like a cultural revolution. And now, forever, she'll be known as Gluck Gluck Nancy.
Yeah.
She
is cocksucking Nance.
And you know what's so funny? She's so old and frail.
Yeah.
Like she reminds me of
which is surprising because you think about the calcium she must have got.
You would think she'd have traps and
shit. Figured Nancy Reagan looked like Dwayne Johnson out there.
I could just see her. She reminds me of the mom, Ray Finkel's mom. You want some more cookies?
Yeah.
And I could see her just be on the lot and be like, Who wants their dick sucked? Who wants this throat?
She'd do it in the office. Nancy Reagan was sucking dick in 70s, 60s offices.
Here's a question for you. Who do you think, what year do you think was the first time somebody ever flipped somebody upside down and like held their fucking head over the couch and just went to town on their throat?
Probably on the MGM lot.
Probably with Nancy Reagan, right? That's why, I mean, Nancy Reagan might have been the first woman to get her face fucked. Legitimately. Like, I don't think that was really happening all that often back then. And then Nancy came along and changed the game.
Nancy Reagan made everyone whose dick she was gonna suck have a bush. She needed a fucking airbag.
Nancy kept breaking her nose. That's why bushes were hot back in like the 60s and 70s.
Like, look,
you needed
the way I do it, I'm gonna break my fucking face on that.
Nancy
dick.
Reagan came out of the lot one day with just 2 black eyes and a crooked nose. What happened? Well, I met Ronald.
You just get out of makeup? No, I got out of Reagan's office. Dude, and the thing.
How many dicks do you think Nancy Reagan sucked?
Great question.
Like,
great question.
Like,
I would guess Nancy. What do you think the average person has sucked?
how many dicks do you think the average woman sucks in a lifetime?
Average?
Yes.
I would say. So the average is like we're counting everyone who's alive right now.
Yes.
So like older people.
Mixed with the younger.
I think yes. I think the younger numbers are going up.
Yep.
But I think the average would probably come out. I think we're single digits.
I was gonna say like 10.
Okay.
So-
I think we're on the younger side of single digits.
By a lot or by a little?
I think 7 to 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ride with that.
I think the numbers are.
Now,
But everything's going to the moon these days.
Jackie's face over there. Is there any way there was a camera on her? Oh my god. She's gonna cry? I think she's crying.
Jackie, what would you say the number is? You think the average number for the person alive?
Average semester. Average. She went.
I'm factoring in 90-year-old people who didn't see a dick until they were 30.
Well, but maybe not, because now I'm thinking like if Nancy Reagan was out here just blowing till they fucking came.
She was from Hollywood.
Yeah, but like so you got to factor in a bunch of that, but you also got to factor in a bunch of. Well, I guess they just sucked one dick all the time, probably, right?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I think Nancy was all over the game.
No, but I'm saying other women.
Other women.
She had the chance to blow everybody, but other women it was probably like.
I mean, people grew up in towns of 50. And you got your guy and you sucked that dick.
Or you sucked all 50 of them. I don't know.
I don't think a lot of people are sucking all 50.
No, I agree.
Am I crazy? I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to slut shame here. What is your guess for a number of?
I don't know, but like single. I don't know.
Jackie's like,
I think there are. I think there's a good amount of women who their number is, or good amount of people whose number is 0.
Well, are we also talking about like sucked off, start to finish, came in your mouth sort of thing?
Yeah,
like not like foreplay, blowjob to get you ready sort of thing. Or like if there's been a dick in your mouth, is that?
I think if you kind of dick in your mouth, yeah.
That was funny because it started like natural and just you did kind of do a high voice and you just went into Little Timmy. That voice is Little Timmy in my mind.
I think it's
Grandma did what?
A dick in your mouth with intent.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Well, no, I think I would say it's a matter of time. I would say. What would you say is you got a blowjob?
I dick in my mouth in it. Nope. Boy. Enjoy that one, Dr. Freud. I would say my dick in a mouth that has intent. I think intent matters here.
Intent to what? Make you come?
Intent
Get you hard to
intent to if you're trying to hit yourself in the collarbone with it. That's intent.
But what if I just do that like a couple times?
Look, if you're just doing this, like that, that's not a blowjob.
Okay, but what if I put it in my collarbone twice and then I stop? That's not a blowjob either.
That takes the jury of the peers, but
I think that.
I think I'd. Hey, look, Kevin, you put a dick in your mouth right now and you hit yourself with a condom with it. I'm saying, I just watch Kevin suck a dick.
You watch me suck a dick. You didn't watch me give a blowjob. It's a spectrum. It's a spectrum. So, like, let's say, okay, let's break it down. At the top of the chart here is.
It's on your side now.
Is
Yeah, John, why don't you fucking sell us on it?
I think at the top of the chart is you sucked a dick from start to finish, and it came. That's a blowjob, right?
Yes.
Then there is you sucked a dick with the intent to make him come, but I don't know. He tells you like stop and like you like, oh, let's have sex or whatever. But you were like, you're doing the hair
get the
up
head tap?
and yeah. You tapped out. Then there is I sucked your dick to get you hard. And then there is like, you're already hard. I put it in my mouth for like 2 seconds to like check the box. Like, I don't know, to be like, yeah, whatever, I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be like, he said, I did it. You can't say I didn't, sort of thing. That to me is like the four phases of dick sucking.
I think you're about right there.
So like the come, the intent to come, the intent to make you hard, the intent to be like, you can't say I
Those are
didn't.
the 4 bases of dick
Yeah, right. That's first, second, third,
Yeah.
and home. In reverse order,
Yeah.
almost. And I think that there's I think there's probably not too much in between. I bet it's either like you did it or you didn't do it. You know what I mean?
No.
I feel like there's not. Yeah, no, you're probably right. It's probably out of that phase, out of that chart, the most is probably sucked your dick to get you hard,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Which I think that counts as a blowjob. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stamp that with a blowjob.
But that could.
I wouldn't.
No,
I
you
take
can't.
it back.
You can't. Because also, you know what else? Okay, so that chart is gonna be considered for. Okay, that chart is like the tangibles. Okay.
I feel like I should be wearing a fucking lab coat.
Yes, this is our Silicon Valley moment.
Yeah.
That chart is the tangibles of defining a blowjob. Then there are the intangibles, meaning
Finger in the butt.
yes, yes. If you go down there
Just real quick. That came out of my stomach. Finger in the ass.
again, Freud is having a field day. I did that entire segment saying "I" for no good reason. The whole time. Didn't even consider it saying she or her. I said "I" and "me" the whole time.
I didn't even realize it.
And you didn't even realize it, which is even worse than.
So I'm choking on cock, right?
Which is part of the intangibles, by the way. I say if you are blowing a guy to get him hard and or to just like check the box, and it's only 10 seconds, but while you're down there, it's a thumb up the ass and. Like what if this?
thumb.
What if this? Yeah, the big boy.
She's got a strap on. She's fucking.
If a girl just puts your whole dick in her mouth, hits you in the airbag, and is like looking up at you to make a point of it, while she like throws a finger in your ass, and then that's it. I almost feel like that's a blowjob.
It's.
If a chick if there's spit everywhere and she goes to town, but it's only for like 10 seconds, but she still gave you like a show, I think I'm calling that a blowjob. I think you can throw out the tangibles, the intangibles outweigh the logistical performance. There's no cum, it didn't last that long, but there was intent to, and there was no intent to make you cum, but there was intent to make you go like, whoa, that chick sucks dick. You know what it really is?
But you-
Okay, I think I have the. I think I have the.
By the way, Someone go check on Nancy Reagan's grave. like never in the history of
Someone's
the world.
coming on that shit
No,
right now.
I meant as like her skeleton is trying to. Can you hear this? Just trying to scratch her way out.
Rolling doesn't.
Be like,
they're
like,
fine.
let me out, give me a microphone. I'll tell him how to suck a
Yeah.
dick. Those
Like,
fucking.
She don't want a microphone. She's like, let me out and give me a cock. I'll show you. I think this.
Nancy
here's-
Reagan's skeleton is bowering down Mass Ave in DC right now. Coming running up 95. I hear someone talking about sucking dick. There I am. Nancy Reagan's skeleton is in her tomb, fucking masturbating Adriana Chechik videos. Ah, God, it got dark.
Got real dark.
Whatever, man.
I think.
I
think the way to encapsulate the logistical mixed with the intangibles, if you walk out of your session with that girl or guy and say they know how to suck dick, you got a blowjob.
Okay.
If you walk out impressed by their skills, you got a blowjob. Because not every job needs to be finished or done well, you know? Not like it has to like check every part of the, every box.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I think I came into this with the exact opposite argument. I think you only got a blowjob if it was start to finish. Otherwise, you got your dick sucked.
Yeah, okay. That's so like, yeah.
Like,
if you
I
walk out saying that girl knows how to suck dick versus that girl knows how to give a blowjob. Because a blowjob is start to finish.
Yeah.
There's
A job does have to be finished.
Yeah, there's
That's
beginning.
not-
Right. Then otherwise not a job.
You're
You're just
correct
working.
about that.
Then you're just working. Right.
Let's do a lot of hand motions on this.
Yeah.
I feel like
So no, it's like to me, I feel like if there needs to be a beginning, middle, and end to your blowjob. Because there's parts to it.
Yeah.
It's a dance.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
beginning,
yeah.
you're doing a lot of tongue flicking, and then the middle, you're fucking spitting, and then at the end, you're going to town,
You're right. There is.
So that's like, and Nancy probably had a method to the madness. Like even
Because even if
you
someone
know
did something
when
crazy, like later someone's like, you get a blowjob, and if we had sex, I'd be like, nah, she's sucking my dick though.
but you had to come. What happens if you hook up with a girl, she sucks your dick, and you never come? What happens? You got your dick sucked,
My dick sucked.
but you didn't get a blowjob.
Nope.
And you didn't have sex with her.
No.
So you.
I mean, unless I actually had sex with her, in which case then I'd have had sex with her, yes.
What if she sucked your dick for a little while, and you end up coming from like a hand job or something like that? So you did come, she did suck your dick, but that's not a blowjob.
Man.
And I'm not talking hand job like she stays on her knees and just jerks you off. That's part of the blowjob.
Yeah,
I'm saying like you start to go down on her and then later you're, I don't know, she just is going with her hand for some reason. Or, I don't know, her feet. I don't know. It's just deep philosophical shit that only Nancy Reagan can answer because she's fucking dead, man. We gotta talk to her. Like, this is why I wish Heather Brooke had a better return to her porn world. Like, get her on the phone real quick and be like, because, like, if Heather Brooke's here and she just throws my shit down there and just is, like, goofing on it for a little while, I guess I would just say, Heather, suck my dick. She didn't give me a blowjob.
Goofing?
Yeah, just dick goofing on.
Just getting silly down there. You know how it is.
Jackie, what do your friends say?
What?
Like, would your friends be like, I gave him a blowjob if there was just, like, foreplay?
Yeah, I don't think that's considered like a.
You know what you would
blowjob.
say? You know people say that I went down on him,
Yeah.
right? That's like, you went down there.
Is there a term for blowjob like muck and barn where it's just like kind of like the fun one? Like, you muck barn, then you smash.
Yeah.
God, I don't know how I'm 33 years old in a fraternity, but
I feel like it's
what are you gonna do?
she I think people would say, I mean, I don't, but like things like, she slobbed my knob for a little bit or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing people say right before they kill themselves. As you should.
All of the guy terms are way like lamer. You know what I mean?
Like for what, like getting head kind
And
of deal?
all of it. When we always say like axe wound and gash and all these things.
Yeah.
All of it makes you sound like a fucking rapist. You know? But I think like.
Why are you so concerned with injuries?
Yeah, everything's fucking violent. Yeah. I guess it's just.
Can it just be my flower?
If I was recapping my experience with someone and there was just some oral sex.
I wouldn't mention it.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I came from it,
Imagine you just sitting around just telling your boys a story about eating pussy.
and then I went like, yeah,
Fucking had her legs up and I'm fucking. Actually, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm exclusively telling
pussy eating stories.
Yeah. So I'm like,
And then I went like, it's impossible. I can't believe anybody's
It's so
bad.
gross.
I can't believe anybody's bad at eating pussy. Yeah, that's what you got to do. You do that enough, long enough, it fucking works. There's no technique to it. You just go.
Just fucking.
You know what it is? Stop. There's just no method to the madness. That's probably what you literally do. I mean, we once described it as a dog drinking out of the water bowl on a hot summer day.
Hot July day.
Yeah, just get in there. July. Like a
When
girl,
the dog's all painted.
one of those paintings that's just everywhere. A girl blowing a guy is like a painting masterpiece, and a guy going down on a girl is just a abstract. Jackson Pollock. Yeah. Please stop.
Nah, never gonna happen. You're not gonna get it.
What about? Okay, one last scenario. She goes down on you, probably with the intent. I'm gonna throw it all out there, okay?
Okay.
She goes down on you with the intent to make you come. You give the tap. She comes up. You have sex. Then you take it out. She starts to blow you again, and you come in her mouth. What happened there, officer?
She sucked my dick with intent.
She was like, "I'm gonna give him a blowjob."
You get credit as the blowjob? Like I like. Not that I've ever done this in my life, being like, oh, how often
Suck
does
dick?
Huh?
So, you've ever done this before? Suck dick?
No, to that. Like I don't know. I feel like at some point in a relationship, guys are like, oh, she hasn't sucked my dick in like 3 months. Like, I have no idea when the last time anyone ever sucked my dick was. It is. I don't. It's not like I.
But that's because you've been getting them enough, probably.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, right. So
Once you like miss it and it's been a long time, you start to be like,
yeah,
it's been
man,
a
I
long
stay getting top.
Cross.
Stay getting sloppy.
What happened? What's the definition?
But here's what I'm saying. Like,
I want to make you come. The guy says no.
It
You
would
start fucking, but then he's like, "But let me finish your mouth."
It would check the box, as we've mentioned before,
Right.
of like she gave me a blowjob, but I would not call it a blowjob. So like it would be like, I'd be like, no, we had
That's
sex.
like,
we had sex,
and I finished in her mouth. But what if that?
I don't think I ever specify where I come.
No, but that's what happened though.
Yeah.
But what if it's like a whole position?
What?
What if it's long enough that was like a whole position? I was putting you in this way, I was putting you in that way, and then I put it in your mouth for like the last like 5 minutes, and I came. Because then it's almost, you know what else? There's a whole other fucking wrench. I feel like a blowjob has got to be like, I am just sitting, standing, or laying there, and she's doing all the work. Otherwise, I just think it's another sexual position.
So if you
'Cause
are,
if I'm just like fucking your face, that's like I'm putting it just in another hole, but I'm still doing all the work. I'm just having sex. It happens to be
this isn't relaxing for me at all.
Right.
And she's like,
my legs are tired. My head's getting a little fuzzy. I can't relax at all. She's like, this isn't even a blowjob. God damn
how much you want to dry your mouth? How does that try to help you relax? Oh God! But anyway,
You know what is really, really funny? This is like 1 week removed from being like, it's so weird on those podcasts that they were talking about boobs and butts. And now we're here like,
bro, this isn't our fault. This is Twitter's fault. This is Twitter's fault. If you
this is Nancy Reagan's fault.
bro, but the thing I
Nancy
want to
Reagan's
say
fault.
about Twitter too is that I'm gonna look at that in a second. But that it's Twitter's like the cool teacher because like. They like
That teach you like the real truth, like
they got me into dick sucking. Like, get me, god damn it!
my 8th grade fucking earth science teacher.
Yeah, you know,
really got me into dick
the
sucking.
cool teacher who used to fuck you when you were a kid. You guys all know what I mean, right? The teacher who hang back, let you have a glass of wine, and then fucked you.
Kept complimenting your arms because of your bench press.
Yeah, the cool teacher, Mr. C, on the computers in computer class, would come around and massage you during class.
That's a real story, folks. That's a real one.
He was cool as hell. But they're fun, right? So they kind of get you into the subject. And then they're also like, by the way, Nancy Reagan's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's Mr. Turner from Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
He's got a leather jacket, he rides a motorcycle, and he told you that Nancy Reagan sucked hella dick.
But then explain to you how she played a huge part in prolonging the AIDS crisis, and for 7 years, it took 7 years for Ronald Reagan to ever say the word AIDS,
Jesus
like to
Christ.
acknowledge it was happening.
That is crazy.
One of her best friends, Rock Hudson, called like pleading for help, and she just cut him off. She's a
Piece of shit.
bad person, but sucked a mean dick. But the other thing I was
Wouldn't
thinking,
it have been great if she got AIDS? That would have been a sweet poetry at the end there.
but
Oddly, how about this percentage? 78% of U.S. women reported to have performed oral sex. In Europe and Japan, they've reported 100%. Not a single woman alive who hasn't sucked a dick in Japan. I kind of believe it.
like that one's a bit of a
Kind of believe it. It's like, you come in, it's like, fix me, like, make me some tea, roll me some sushi, and suck my dick, lady. I just think
but that
of them
doesn't
are
give us a
gaseous.
number. That's not like how many dicks they sucked.
Yeah, no.
But the other thing I was thinking about with
How many
Twitter
dicks they suck.
is
Wait, how does a penis feel inside a woman's mouth while giving a blowjob?
I'm curious. I'd like to see how that's described. But before we look at that, I have like relatives who follow me on Twitter. I have older relatives who follow me on Twitter, and I was thinking on Sunday morning that my grandfather saw this retweet from me, and he just has Twitter. He follows like his grandkids,
Right.
Like so, like he doesn't like look at trending stuff. I don't imagine. I don't.
Right.
Right. So like when he sees Nancy Reagan tweet, he doesn't know why it's trending. So he just saw this from me. It says, "When you find out Nancy Reagan is dead." Okay.
So no head?
And then smashes a skateboard.
By the way, dude, there's a good chance your grandpa got his dick sucked by Nancy Reagan. Oh my god.
He's like, what is that?
Bro.
How's the dick feel in a woman's mouth?
That one had no answers. Is the only thing I have.
Oh, no answers. Shocking.
I really think we should just throw everything out and start the show with that.
I think so too, probably.
Yeah.
All right, now that all that Nancy Reagan cocksucking stuff's out of the way, let's get back to the original beginning of the episode. And before we do, you better subscribe. Otherwise, she did all that for nothing.
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's Clancy and Feidelberg, and we are here to fuck around.
We're happy to be here.
That's the kind of fuckery we're talking about. I hope, when we're not for everybody, right?
Few people.
Many people are probably just going to turn that right off.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
You ever heard a nail scratch on a chalkboard, but they can talk?
That
too?
was the most
Welcome to
annoying.
KFC
Yeah, that noise right there is straight out of Dumb and Dumber. Like, want to hear the most annoying noise in the world? Ah! So this is.
I was doing it last night, just laying around talking to my mom like this, and boy, did she hate it.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, please stop.
What else we got going on the show today, Kevin?
No, he's not going to stop. He's going to keep doing this.
Hey, Kevin, you have 2 kids.
No.
You know how this goes, don't you?
Please, the more I tell him not to. You know what? I fucking love that voice, John. I love when you do that voice. It's awesome. No, I love it.
Wait,
dude.
it worked. I was like, wait, you like it?
You are a dumb asshole.
You got
You're a
me.
stupid child. But you know what? Like we start off our show, it's clearly defined as fuckery. And if you're not here for that, then like go away. You're fine. It's good. We'll wheel them out. We'll weed them out. Oh no, I thought you were just going topless. It's like Jesus Christ. It's Monday fucking morning. Relax. Crazy. All right, we got Joe DeRosa for our interview coming up. Very funny dude. Another piece of Philly trash on the show. We've had too much Philly trash. We need to get someone from like London on the show. Get some fucking like high class. We need someone from like Buckingham Palace or some shit. Way out, balance out all these fucking scumbags we've had on. It is it's your Tuesday episode, so you know you're gonna get jacked up. We've got voicemails, of course. Top 5 today. Top 5 Christmas movies. It's the holiday season. You know it had to be done. Especially because Barstool's been trolling the whole internet all season long with fake lists. So let's get you a real list. I was on the Barstool Dogwalk Toys Draft yesterday. And it's hard, man. It was hard to narrow down to 5. It's also really hard. Like I
would not be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to. I can't name toys.
It took a little like research. I did like best 90s toys and shit, and it like jarred my memory, But it's hard to do with like different generations. You know what I mean? Like I could confidently say I should win if you're like in your 30s. You know what I mean? If you're like late 30s or mid 30s, like. But there's I drafted the Nerf bow and arrow. Do you know that?
I mean, like I don't not know it, but I wouldn't have.
Yeah, like to me, that was like the premier fucking toy. But Eddie was like, oh, I don't even know what that one is. You know what I mean? Not that it's like a bad toy, bad pick, but people aren't gonna know these things. So I got the first overall pick, which is a huge. You get Nintendo 64 right off the bat, and it's like.
Was it just toy? Is that a toy?
Everybody gets one Nintendo console. One video game console was the thing. What I think they should have done was like one video game, one gun, one sport thing, like a piece of equipment, because like the Vortex was like a huge, What's wrong?
I don't know. I thought so. I could hear someone talking.
I was gonna say and then do like a 25-cent like dispenser toy, like get the sticky hand.
Oh,
I think that was one that if it had like classifications like they used to do would be better because there's just so many fucking toys. But what were your top toys as a kid? You remember any of them? Did you ever have a Christmas that was like open it up like the Nintendo 64 kid?
No, fuck no.
Did you ever get a bike for Christmas?
Bike? I probably got a bike.
Yeah. I don't think I ever got one for Christmas.
But I got a workout bench when I was like 7. that was like my big gift. I got a bench press when I was like to the point where like the P what's the parents association called?
PTA.
The PTA was like
Really, dude.
Was like, dude, he's fucking. He's too young.
Yeah.
He's gonna stunt his. Which I don't think there's truth to that.
Yes, there absolutely is.
I don't know.
Your dad was probably slipping you steroids and shit. You know what? You should have just been that mini Hercules kid.
And
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That kid's life got ruined.
Yeah, of course it did.
So, like, I read like a Where Are They
Bro,
Now?
I have a podcast. I remember not only did I get a workout bench, but I remember being at my friend's house whose dad was like blue collar, and it was like the night before Christmas, and my dad rang the doorbell, and I was there, and I thought he was coming to pick me up. He wasn't, and I see him talking to Bob, and he's like, "Bob, you got a wrench?" And Bob was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You have a wrench I could borrow." He's like, "Yeah, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm set up a workout bench." He's like, "Okay, you don't have a wrench?" My dad's like, "I don't have a wrench in the house," and my dad had no tools. No tools whatsoever. He would say his only tool is a telephone.
Yeah, to call whoever needs to pick. Yeah, my tool is the wallet.
And it is, but it was like, it's like the blue collar guy was like, yeah, I guess I'll get you a
single wrench.
The most basic tool. Do you need a hammer while we're at it?
Right. How about a knife and fork too? You fucking yeah.
And then I walked downstairs and was like,
now wait, was that one of those, was that a gift for dad disguised as a gift for your son? Or was he actually like, I need my son to hit the weights? And also,
no, because he didn't stop going to the gym, like he stopped going to a gym, like until COVID. So he didn't count. He didn't work out at the house.
Was it the whole set?
It was a bench press with
like he also got the weights.
Oh yeah, bench press, weights, and then like it also had 2 dumbbells too.
Okay,
and dumbbells that were you could change the weight kind of deal. Like,
right. Okay. Cool. I was hoping it was like literally the bench. You already had the weights. Now you can lay
down. Here's a hockey stick with paint cans taped to it. Go to work, kid.
And would you at the age of 7 you'd hit the bench?
Yeah, workout. I mean, not crazy, not like
John,
not
it
like
doesn't
a little,
matter how
I would
crazy.
exercise. It wasn't like it was by no means fucking I always say Munchausen. It's not Munchausen, but the USC kid, whose dad like trained him to be like USC's quarterback like his entire life.
Yeah. That's just called being an asshole. Fucking freak show.
It wasn't like that, but I would exercise occasionally. Yeah.
At the age of 7.
Yeah.
That's not normal, right?
I get 7.
Okay.
Let's put
yeah,
the
it might
caveat on
be
it that
like
I say
15.
7 all the time.
Yeah.
I was definitely in elementary school.
I think anything in elementary school is weird to be exercising in any form.
Get downstairs, in the unfinished basement, you fat ass.
Yeah, like to be anything. I would say
Not even an unfinished basement, like an unfinished basement with like where like the walls were
just like asbestos.
like it wasn't flattened. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like it was
It was
like
still like the earth.
It looked like it was like the Count of Monte Cristo. Like I was in like some kind of jail cell.
You were in prison working out, banging out push-ups and shit. That is weird. I think any kid under, let's say, I think by the time, especially if you're showing any promise in sports, like 12, like 6th grade. Because like I remember
We had buckets of rice down there.
Yeah, that's weird. That's so weird. That's so
But it was
weird.
actually-
It's
it's
one
probably-
thing for like to have the weights, but to be like, John, Benny, come here. You need your hands to be strong, so
We had
fucking grab
buckets
this.
of rice. It was all hockey stuff. So it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
wrist curls and stuff like that. It was
I
all-
guess hockey's one of those like wacky sports where like you got to start early. But like I'm just thinking, in the next couple of years, if I was getting Keegan fucking, I got you the military press this year, kid. I mean, that is fucking something. I had to get presents.
He can be
for-
like, Dad, a military press is just an
No.
exercise. It's not actually a machine. You can do a military press with anything, really. If you wanted to, it'd be pretty lightweight, but you can do a military press with 2 water bottles.
Now do a girl. Do a girl. Same exact voice.
I was going to make it hot. It's going to be...
Now do
It's going to be
it.
like sultry. Oh, hello, Kevin.
No.
If I don't get you into a voice acting gig next year, I'm going to be upset with myself. Like, how can you go that high?
It was Shay's birthday this weekend, so I had to go through the whole presents thing.
I saw that. Did I get a good fucking... I think I deleted them all. Nah, I don't have it. I had a screenshot because I was going in and out of Wi-Fi, and my Instagram kind of just stopped, and it looked like shit-faced Santa driving the car. like one eye was wonky, one eye was half closed.
My hair was all fucking jacked up. Yeah, I decided at the last minute to dress up as Santa for her birthday. Primarily holidays are weird, and they last birthday was when I almost burned the house down with the exploding candles. And the fucking dish mat set on fire. And any of the years prior to that were when things were still extremely tense in the family. So birthdays for me has always just been like, this is the worst. But at the same time, I'm trying to like also have a blast for the kids. So I was like, I'm gonna dress as Santa because you can't say shit to Santa, You can't pick a fight or be nasty when I'm here dressed as fucking Santa, But I never at any point thought that Shay would be tricked. Because I made a video for Shay when she was like 2, where I dressed up as Santa. And it was kind of like a hopefully a trick to get her to behave. Oh, I was trying to get her to get rid of her pacifiers. So I was saying, give me all your pacifiers. I'll give them out to the other kids. And then that's how you know you're a big girl.
And that's how Corona started.
Patient 0. Shay. For some reason, I did Scuba Steve. I was like, hello, Shay. It's Santa. And I want you to give up your passies for the little kids all over the world. It's like, is this Mickey Mouse? Is
That's
this
pretty
Scuba
good.
Steve?
That's exactly what
it's a
Santa
good
sounds
Mickey.
like.
Yeah. You think that's what Santa sounds like?
Oh, exactly.
No, Santa's like the ho, ho, ho. But I didn't know how else to talk. And she was like 2. And she was like, Dad? That's Dad dressed up. And I was like, fuck. And so like 6 had no chance. Some little girl, when I walked in the door though, one of her friends was like, Santa? And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I at no point planned on pretending to be Santa, where I had to be like, yes, it's me. My sleigh's around the corner. My Hyundai, the Tucson, babe. Yeah, Rudolph is in the shop, so I got the Tucson. But yeah, Shay goes, that's not Santa. That's just my dad dressed up as Santa. Being like, you fucking kidding
It's just
me?
my weird father. Like, he got me a bench press for Christmas this year.
It was so we did that at home. Then the next day she had to go to someone else's birthday party. So it was actually her birthday party, or her birthday. We did her party on Saturday. Her real birthday was Sunday. She had a different girl's party to go to on Sunday. Let me tell you how that
kill
goes.
that girl. That's what a good father would do.
Let me tell you how that goes for a fucking 6-year-old when it's actually her birthday, but we're celebrating someone else's. You know what I mean? She was like, what the fuck's going on here? She kept going, it's my birthday too. And I was like, word. I know, it is. This is fucked. I don't know what to tell you. But we went to one of those like trampoline places. Fucking.
Tramp World.
Probably not what it's called. Would have to bet that marketing didn't make it through the approval process.
I know Tramp World.
I bet you do. It's right next to Lot Lizards with Andre. You get to pet the lizards, and then you find yourself a real tramp. But this place was so dope, man. It had one thing that was just free trampolines, like free jump, but you could go like up the walls, kind of. You could like bounce off the walls. And then there was one that was dodgeball. Then there was one that was basketball. And then there was one that was like an obstacle course with like rope swings and shit. And Shay was like, are you going to do it with us? I was like, absolutely not.
Oh, no?
Oh, I mean, first of all, I was not allowed. It's like six and up or 6 and under. Eventually, there was a joust, which was cool. There was like a balance beam and then like 2 leg pads. So eventually I said, fuck it. And I started jousting Keegan. And like I let him win a couple times. And then one time I just went. Just gave him like a whack to the head, and he falls in the cubes, and he just pops his head up. Like, Dad, be tough. Gonna hit the bench when we go home. But I was the only dad there. The girl's dad was there. Other than that, it's just me and the moms, and so I mean, I don't ever do the parent thing. Like I don't do the parent social thing ever. I just kind of. Also, when I'm with my kids, I want to be with my kids since I don't have them all the time. So I'm like, I'm not here to fucking socialize with you. I'm going to the fucking trampoline over here. But, I'm in like my barstool clothes and I'm got my shoes off. Fucking like, put me in, coach, put me in. I was like trying to play without like, getting caught. It was a whole scene. But those things are fucking awesome. If I could go there, if I had that as a kid, oh my God.
I love how fatherhood turns everybody into Phil Dunphy. Like, you got no shot. No shot. It was like Scuba Steve voice, and then I love the Tramp World. Yeah. like those are just 2 things Phil Dunphy does regularly.
I thought about this a lot. Like, is it genetic? Is it just, it's just social? Like, it happens to everyone, but it's like, all the dads are kind of corny and goofy and...
I don't think it's corny or goofy.
Weird.
It's just those are the things. It's probably just because where you are. I don't think it's corny or goofy at all. I just think it's funny that it is like. I mean, yes, hanging out with kids makes you do childlike things.
Yeah.
So it does check out.
But like I think it's a matter of not caring too. Like when you stop caring to be up, and it's always different for us because like we're always gonna know pop culture and new things, but. When you eventually stop, like, I don't know the new slang, I don't know the new music, I don't know the new, it's just like, whatever, dude.
Slang. Faff is my new favorite word. Faff.
Faff. F-A-F?
F-A-F.
Is it
just
an
means
acronym?
fun as fuck. Like, that was faff.
Yeah, that was faff.
Yeah, that's what
podcast is faff.
That's what
funny as fuck or fun as fuck?
Fun. Like, that's fun as fuck.
Yo, Tramp World was faff.
Yeah.
No doubt, dude. Tramp World was faff.
Tramp World does sound faff, for being honest.
This was called like Rockin' World or Rockin' Jump.
Oh, I didn't even mean Tramp World as in like the fake one. I meant like Rockin' Jump sounds faff.
Yeah.
I didn't mean fucking hookers. I meant jumping on a trampoline.
What if, hear me out.
Fuck hookers on a trampoline? Bro, that's why I don't do Tempur-Pedic beds, baby. I need
that bounce.
I need that fucking
bounce back.
spring to thrust you back. I'm only doing half the work.
Have to work twice the results. Yeah, if you
You know,
if
you used to have a spring bed? Yeah, you like it. Don't worry.
don't you worry, girl.
It's a lot different than fucking. A fucking Tempur-Pedic bed is like the literal definition of pounding sand. It's like,
Dude, that's why I can't fuck on the floor, man. I can't fuck on the floor anymore.
the floor is crazy.
Have you fucked on the floor recently?
Not anything other than like on my back.
Yeah. Okay.
Like-
if you've done the work on the floor recently, it's a fucking fiasco, man. We're talking rug burns on your knees, and like, and again, there's no fucking bounce back. You can't get any rhythm. I'm tired. I mean, it's the bed is like PEDs. You know, it's a whole. I can't believe I ever did that. Like the scenes in the movies where it's like, you know, we're just gonna do it right here on the floor. I'm always like, let's go to the bed.
Yeah.
Like I'll stop that.
Can I get a pillow?
I'll interrupt that and then be like, we gotta go. You know, like we're going down the hall here. I'll kill the mood for a moment. And that's also dangerous for them. You know, your dick can't be exposed to the air. I'm like, we gotta get to the bed right now, really quick, really quick.
No, don't try and get hard until we're in my room.
Yeah, usually that's my move. It's like, okay, if there's a chance this happened, let's move to the bed now. It's like, I can't have it exposed to any oxygen. Gotta seal it off. Oh, God, getting old sucks.
You want to know something about getting old that I've done recently? And it is truly one of the greatest backfires in human history.
Wow.
Is what I've done.
Wait, the greatest backfire in human history is brought to you by Amazon Music. Because the people are gonna stick around for that.
Yeah,
the people are gonna stick. That's a tease right there. People are gonna want to hear what John, of all people, John Feidelberg's greatest backfire in human history. Woo, baby. Listen, if you're listening to this show, that means that you are, you always got your headphones. You're always listening to stuff on the go. That means you like listening to podcasts and shows and entertainment, and you like to binge things. Oh, I introduce you to Amazon Music. It's not just podcasts. They've got thousands upon thousands of music stations, bajillions of songs that you can stream for free.
All of these you can listen to after you're done with this goddamn show.
Yeah, make sure you finish it fucking here. You can do it all hands-free with Alexa. Alexa, play KFC Radio.
Yeah, that would be ideal. This is an advertisement for ourselves.
Yeah.
Listen to KFC Radio on Amazon
On
Music.
Amazon.
They've got other shit too.
If you want if you want it all on demand and ad free, you can do Amazon. If you want KFC Radio ad free, you can do Amazon Music Unlimited. That gives you access to over 75 million songs that you're not going to be listening to because you will be listening to KFC Radio. Have access to any song that you can think about while listening to KFC Radio. And if you do have unlimited, you can skip as much as you want. Except you're not going to be skipping KFC Radio.
Because you're too busy listening to KFC Radio.
Amazon Music. Here's the thing about Amazon. Like, when you're that big and that good of a company, they're just going to do everything the best.
You win.
You know? Like, even like with streaming services, like Prime has become a fucking monster just because they're going to get they're going to have best original content. They're going to pay. They're just going to be the best at it. So just put, like, anything after Amazon, you know? Amazon Cooking. It's going to be like the best kitchens in the world. Amazon Cars will be the best cars. Amazon. Bezos is going to do it all. Bezos. It's Bezos versus Musk for world supremacy. And right now I'm putting my chips on Amazon. Go to amazon.com/KFC and you can get 3 months of Amazon Music Unlimited. So that's the premier one where you can skip and you get no ads. When you go to amazon.com/KFC Radio. That's actually a really good deal. 3 months of any of the streaming services unlimited for free is worth it. You don't have to, no credit cards required. It's free for the first 3 months. It's not like a bait and switch where you got to sign up for it and then it starts rolling right away. Right now, amazon.com/KFC, you can start it up. And get your Amazon Music Unlimited account rolling. Renews automatically. Cancel at any times, though. Terms apply. It's amazon.com/KFC. The biggest backfire of all time.
Okay.
John Henry.
First of all, good news, bad news. Good news, the non-backfire is my fucking Botox. Botox, can't recommend it highly enough.
I had such Botox envy.
Bro. Dude,
did you guys see this?
This is all I can do.
Really? There was like a little twitch.
I'm like trying really hard right now.
You got nothing.
I can't do, bro. It's fucking awesome. It's like my forehead's on painkillers.
Hang on. Fuck. Sorry, I just got this thing delivered. I hate to interrupt in the middle of that. Sorry.
What's up?
Hi, is this Edward? Hi, this is Mr. Clancy. I'm sorry I missed your calls a couple times. He called me that first. Is it too late to drop that off still? You come back.
Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Clancy.
Thank you. He called me Mr. Clancy, so if I said this is Kevin, he's gonna be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
All right, you ready to go, Mr. Clancy?
As soon as the words were coming out of my mouth, I was like, "Oh no!" Oh,
I've never even
no.
considered you as a Mr.
Because he
Clancy.
texted.
And
I
now-
don't consider myself that.
Now-
Said, "Hello, Mr. Clancy. My name is Edward Fernandez." I'm like, "Hello, Mr. Fernandez. This is Mr. Clancy."
Say, Mr. Clancy, it's noon on a Monday. You're right, I'm in sweatpants.
That is, nobody would ever say that, right?
What?
In real life, like you would never say that, right? You would never introduce yourself as Mr.
No.
Right?
No.
Unless you're
Well,
like,
I'm a boy.
Unless you're like an
You
asshole.
ask a man.
No, but I mean, even outside of preposterous people like yourself. Like, I think unless you're one of those asshole dads who are like, "You'll call me Mister." You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I don't think anyone... Like, I think my friends started doing like in high school, like, call me Tom. Like,
I
don't do it.
I still to
Well-
this day will call, like, I don't even talk to Alex's mom by addressing her. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't. I just feel like super weird calling her Kim.
God, I was
Yeah.
trying to figure out who the fuck Alex was.
Like
That's not unusual. I was like, who's Alex? Whose mother? I would.
yeah.
Because I wasn't
know,
thinking
there's
coworkers.
so many fucking mother duos here, mother-daughter duos. I know what you mean.
I thought I was thinking outside of coworker. I was like, who the fuck?
I know. But what do you call? What do you? If you met somebody's parents right now, what would you do?
Mister, Mrs.
Yeah, right.
And then if they said call me, which
Then I would.
they would, then
Yeah.
I would. It's like
Right.
it's all just a formality.
For sure.
Like it's
For sure. What if you, like, I remember,
actually all my friends from high school whose parents I'm still close with, I just call them mom.
that's fucking super weird.
Really? Well, not like I'm not like jokingly, like oh what's up, mama? That kind of like.
Hey, yo, mommy, trying to holler at you. Yo, turn around. Let me see that, mama. Let me see what you got there.
not-
You call your friend's mom's mama?
Like only at a greeting, and then like not like when I'm in the house, I'm like, hey mom, can I grab something from the kitchen? But like oh what's up, mom? Is that weird? Yeah.
Let's take a poll. Is it weird to call your friend's parents their mom and dad?
I mean, I've never done it.
Never.
It's not unusual.
So when you walk in, it's like ding dong, opens his door. Hey, mom.
No, not like that. That's weird. The way you do it, because you do it like childlike.
Okay.
Childlike
Ding
is
dong.
weird.
Hey, mom.
Like what's up, mama? Hey, mama. Not what's up. Hey, mama.
And it's mama.
Probably.
Hey, mama.
Yeah. It's literally two people I do it to. But yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
I don't think it's that weird.
I know you don't.
Now I do. Now it's ruined everything. So
Let me.
glad I do this fucking
How
show.
Let me.
how old are these moms? Like,
Oh, they're
compared-
about 35.
Is it 35?
What?
No, how old do you think they are? They're the fucking age of people who
I'm
have
saying,
people my age.
I'm saying compared to you, like, are they older moms or are they younger moms that you're?
They
calling
are
mom?
older than me, significantly.
Well, I know they're older than you. I'm saying like 20 years older, 30 years older. Like, are they old?
mom age. 30, let's say 35 years older than me. Let's say they're 70.
I think that makes it less weird then.
Yeah.
Because if they're young and you're calling them mama,
Yeah, but I mean, this is weird all around. I'm gonna say we're gonna put this to a poll, and I'm gonna think it's gonna be 100%. People think it's weird. It's gonna say,
I mean,
is
it's
it weird to
super-
call your friend's mom, i.e., door opens, and you playfully
Yeah, please.
say, "Hey, mama."
It is not as weird as it sounds.
Hang on,
right
let
now.
me just say, to clarify, once again, it's not your mom. Is that weird? And I'll just say, put up a poll, yes or no.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's going to be weird.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a win no matter what. I'm saying how much of a win.
It's never been weird. I've done it in front of people. No one's ever like, what the fuck is that?
You guys are all fucking wackos then.
How does something like this get edited? What does this sound like when it comes out?
About this.
Probably exactly how it went down.
Really?
Probably no editing involved in that.
Might
Tighten
up.
that up.
Large
Tighten that up
swaths
there.
of silence.
Yeah. Let's
Oh no,
tighten
that we close up usually, but the
tighten
rest
that
is there.
So anyway, can Mr. Clancy proceed with the show? Where are we at? Oh, Mr. Vitalberg has to explain the biggest backfire of all time. God, that was so funny though. I was like, I didn't know what to say, and you were just like, "Well, this is gonna be a thing."
Yeah, you can call me Mama. I'll call you Mr. Clancy from now on.
We're getting so close to actually fucking. Hey, Mama. What's up, Mr. Clancy? God, let's just fucking kiss and get it over with.
For the Botox, the Botox feels like my forehead's on painkillers. It is awesome. It's a little slow moving. It's a little numb. It's
Wait,
like,
I'm sorry. What is this?
The Botox on my forehead.
Oh,
it feels
okay.
It feels like my forehead's on painkillers. It is awesome. It's really great. I love it.
And you do this for no wrinkles, right?
Bro, okay, so I tweeted
That's
this
like
out.
the main thing.
I tweeted this. Do I look different to you?
No.
Like,
No.
right? Like, exactly normal. One thing that is tough, I've noticed in masks, because what I do to say hi to people when I'm wearing a mask is just eyebrow raise. Like,
Your eyebrows are still moving.
a little bit.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Those are okay. The middle of your forehead doesn't move. It's the outside of your eyebrows that's still. Give me a little eyebrow raise.
Well,
Yeah, you'll see that they're like good enough to. People can see that. But the middle's got no shot. You know what's so
that
funny?
looks psychotic.
You know what I would love? Okay.
This is so they tell you when you get Botox to take progress pics every morning. Eyebrow raise and squint. So I did an iPhone slideshow of my.
Is there major results? Like very obvious results?
Bro.
No way. Holy shit! You look like you got. The music. This is unbelievable. This may be the funniest piece of content ever. Looks like a brain. How many days total is it?
I did it Tuesday to Saturday.
It's just smooth as fuck on that one. Wow! This is results, dog.
Hey, bro.
Nothing. Smooth as fuck.
I think there's one more. Yeah, that's this morning. That's it.
Bro, comparing the very first eyebrow raise and last is staggering.
It's crazy.
But
Dad.
also, like, I don't think it's. Who are these people saying no? It's not weird.
Oh, it's closer than I thought.
What the? Oh, you're on Carl, so. He's a fucking wacko. We know that. That is wild. That is that you're surprised by that too, right?
I'm surprised it's that high.
I thought it was gonna be.
It sounds weird the way you
90.
guys all made it weird. It's not weird. It's like it's totally normal. It's like
It's not.
It's smooth.
It
It's
is
like, oh, hey, mama.
definitively
It's like, hey,
not.
baby, how are you? Like, it's
But it's kind of not because it's a name.
it's mildly
a title.
unique.
I mean, I've never heard.
But
anybody else
mama
do it.
isn't mom. Look. Women I'm fucking can call me daddy, but I can't call my friend's mom, this motherly figure, mom. That's it. That's the argument there. People with my dick inside them call me daddy, and it's fucking the society accepts it. But here I am calling someone who cared for me as a child mom, and it's like, what are you, a sicko?
That woman needs to have saved your life and like raised you while your mom was gone or something. for me to
There are
call
two
you
people
mom.
who have been like, it's only two people, but like I've been my close motherly type figures while I was off at boarding school often, and they're just like, "What's up, mama?"
They took care of you in boarding school?
No, not like that's where I like slept there a lot, and shit like that.
So that makes a little bit of a difference where it is like, it needs to be like the absence of your real mother.
But like she wasn't absent,
Right.
but like it was.
Well,
it was,
listen, she was the whole time. She was like, I don't give a fuck what you do.
She's like, it's 5:30. Get the fuck out of here.
The Botox, is it bad to have wrinkles when you move your fucking face? Like, so
Your answer is no until you see it without wrinkles. You're like, oh, hang on.
but like, if my face just constantly looked like this, not when I'm raising my eyebrows, if it was just wrinkled like that, and I got the shots, would it then smooth it out? Yeah?
Yeah. Because
So that makes sense. So like, once you're old and you have permanent wrinkles, Botox will get rid of those.
Well, actually, I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. I don't know. I think it prevents it because it never happens to begin with. Right? So the wrinkle lines are never
so
getting
then
there.
you're never developing them.
Yeah. I don't know the answer, but I know what it does is it relaxes muscles. Because they were telling me like people with gummy smiles, they will put them like they get the Botox here because it paralyzes muscles. So
your mouth
the mouth
stays
doesn't bring up
flat.
as high. TMJ like me,
Yeah.
it relaxes like the tension in your jaw muscles. So it's all kinds of shit like that. But I don't know.
Interesting.
But the answer anyway. The point of this is I backfired because I decided I was going to better myself. Okay. I decided I am going to subscribe to the New Yorker. $42 for the year, I believe. Right? Great deal. Unbelievable deal. And I said,
that like
I'm going to start reading
Less than
fucking...
$4
It's a weekly publication.
Oh, it's weekly?
Weekly publication. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then it comes back. And I was like, I'm going to start doing I'm going to read shit on fucking current events.
Oh. Okay.
I'm a fucking...
You're gonna become Mr. Feitel.
I'm gonna do like I'm gonna do fucking crossword puzzles, and for the first one, read it front to back, did the crossword, fucking unbelievable, felt great. Like, I was cloud nine. It's like I'm a genius. I'll be by 2022. I'm gonna be fucking smart. Now, and that happened exactly one time.
Yes.
Now I just get a book thrown at me every week. Like, read this.
Yeah.
And then,
Right.
And then guess what? I don't read it. And next week, read that.
I'll read that.
And then now I have 3 New Yorkers in my fucking mailbox. I have tried. I can't even look them in the eye because I tried to do the crossword puzzle. I got one, Kevin. I got one thing. I'm cheating in the crossword puzzle by myself in my apartment. I'll just Google it. And then just typing it out. I was going to read about Belarus this week. It was like 10 pages. Fucking had to pass that. I bought something in order to feel smarter, and I've never felt dumber in my life. It is like.
And you got what, like 38 to go?
I got about, more than that. I'd say I'm about 2 months in, maybe. Right? It is every single week I am reminded now, oh, you thought you were smart? You're a fucking moron. You're a fucking idiot. You get anxiety about the idea of reading 6 magazine pages. You fucking worthless piece of shit. That's what the New Yorker sits in my mailbox and tells me every day. I was a decent high school athlete who tried to get on the field with the fucking Boston Celtics. Get on the court with the Boston Celtics.
Real reality check.
And they were like, watch this. I want to put my fucking nuts on your head. You fucking scumbag.
You thought you were gonna be able to show up at like some like swanky events and be like, oh, have you guys heard about the revolution in Belarus? Yeah. And instead you're like, what's a 4-letter word for dog with a smile?
Dude, it is. And the articles I've read, Jake Paul.
I'm sure.
It was like, oh,
anything you did pick out, I know that.
yeah, Jake Paul boxing. I can follow the words in this fucking thing, dude. It is pathetic. I am worthless.
Yeah, but it's
take me outside and fucking shoot me in the head because I provide nothing to this world.
You
I
provide
can't,
zero utility.
bro. I have stooped below the ability to read. I can't. It's like, what am I gonna fucking read? I wanted to, and that's the thing. Like, I want to be a better man. I want to be so much better than I am.
You just can't be.
And it's just
not in the cards.
impossible.
It's just not in the cards for you, dude.
Bro, I tried.
But you got the
I paid
poison.
$42 to try and be better, and
You got the poison injected in your
and
face.
it's just
That's seriously a step. You don't look as wrinkly. How about that?
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than
Yeah, you look like
better
someone who
than
can't
all
read.
that and wrinkly. You know?
I guess that's right.
What you need is some sort of injections to make you not dumb.
Yeah. Nanotech is what I need.
Yeah, we need some of that shit. Adderall.
I don't know.
Well, rest in peace to Nancy Reagan. An all-time great. A throat goat. R.I.P. It's brought to you by WhistlePig Whiskey. We have it right here. WhistlePig Rye and the Piggyback cocktails. Let me tell you something. These are about to change the game as much as any other cocktail in a can from the last couple of years. We have seen the revolution of seltzers, and now WhistlePig has gotten involved. And this is, like, finally good, because it's something for the whiskey people.
Yeah.
If
we've
you-
been
if
left
you-
in the cold.
Right, you
with
really
your
have.
malt beverages and your vodka seltzers.
Right, with all your fucking
Also-
your little, it's like your little bougie girly shit. You know what I mean? This is a whiskey drink for whiskey drinkers when you
First-
don't want to necessarily just like. There's certain settings and certain times where you don't want to just be drinking like 4 fingers of whiskey. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're at a party. Sometimes you want to kick back. Sometimes you want to have a cocktail. Sometimes it's warm weather. Sometimes you're outside. They got all different flavors, but it's still a whiskey drink for you, so you don't have to have like your malt beverage vodka. And with WhistlePig, you're always getting quality whiskey. This is not like a
It's
This is not like your cheap whiskey that you're doing like bottom shelf shots at your college bar.
a
This
Vermont
is like-
whiskey as well, by the
this
way.
is-
New England whiskey.
I
I'm
love this-
99%
I
sure.
love the cork. I love a good
I'm 100%
cork.
sure.
I love the nice bottle. The 100% rye whiskey. It's 96 proof, so it's got the real deal in it. And then when it comes to the piggyback cocktails, first of all, they got the ginger beer flavor. That's what I'm drinking now, ginger lime. It's basically like a whiskey mule. It's like a Moscow Mule made with your whiskey. 8% vodka, 8% alcohol for these. So they have the ginger lime, they have like a raspberry fizz, and a citrus lemon that all.
Lemon's
I'll be
my
honest with
shit.
you.
Lemon's
Off
my
the top, I was like, that sounds weird to me, like whiskey mixed with citrus, but then I started to think about like cocktails at like a mixology type bar where they're always like a splash of lemon juice with this and a twist of that fruit, and the whiskey all like comes together with it, and it is 8%, so it's like you're getting 2 for 1. It's gonna be, it's just the whole seltzer revolution is now happening for whiskey.
Finally for whiskey.
And it's happening with WhistlePig. The go-to whiskey here at KFC Radio, aged 6 years in the fine, classy bottle for fine, classy, distinguished gentlemen. So piggyback cocktails are going to be coming to a liquor store near you soon enough. It's available in Jersey and New York. Sorry. We get all the good shit first, but it will be coming to you soon enough. And I also believe you can get it online right now if you wanted to get it delivered to you. But it's going to make its way across the country, so you can get the piggyback cocktails or just the straight rye whiskey. But either way, we are WhistlePig guys here. Hashtag thank you WhistlePig. Whether you're a single dad of 2, whether you are a baby man in the middle of sad boy season, whether you're busting with the boys and you're on an NFL team, whether you're a veteran of war and a 0 block 30 guy, it is WhistlePig for life around these parts. So go to the website, get your piggybacks, check out your local liquor store for your WhistlePig whiskey, and you can go to piggybackryesmash.com. Piggybackryesmash.com. Get smashed. So R.I.P. to Nancy Reagan, the throat goat. And let's talk a little rough and rowdy. We had a big event this weekend. Jersey Jerry.
Oh, real quick on Nancy Reagan still one more time.
Yeah.
The funny thing was, I thought Twitter was being racist because they kept saying Ben Shapiro's sister, and I thought that was just the term for lame white girl.
Yeah.
It's actually a sister.
Nancy Reagan?
No, classically Abby, the person who sent the original tweet,
Oh, okay.
was actually Ben Shapiro's sister.
And she's... Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That checks out.
yeah.
What a family.
I thought there's like
Imagine
a
going
lame
to-
white chick, Ben Shapiro's sister.
The Shapiro household at fucking Thanksgiving? Jesus Christ almighty. Rough and rowdy. Jersey Jerry wins the grudge match. albeit an ugly fight.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really won that one.
No. I mean, there was a winner, but it wasn't much of a
It was.
But I never like to talk shit about anybody.
No.
Because I always say to everybody who fought, even the villains, if they're on the wrong side of things, I always say to anybody, as somebody who like started the company here, and Rough and Rowdy is such a big initiative for us, I give props to anybody who steps in the ring and helps the company.
I give
money and all
props
that.
to everyone who steps in the ring. 100%. Props, all that stuff. I'm not a boxer. I'm not going to be like, oh, fucking whatever. It's entertainment, purely entertainment. I do think it's funny when after fights, everyone's like, that's a warrior.
Came home from a tour of duty.
Right,
He did 18 months in Fallujah.
Bro, we went to the gym for a month.
Yeah.
Like,
You jumped some rope.
it was
And you hit the light box.
Like, I respect it. We got respect with warriors. Like, I don't know, man. Whatever. I don't know. I can't talk. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you are.
From
Oh, yeah.
from an outsider, it sometimes gets a little silly.
Yeah. And
if they're in on
But
it,
that's
great.
part of the pageantry and the dramatics of boxing is that happens. Everyone afterwards is like, they went through a war together and there's respect afterwards. It's Rocky and Apollo.
Bro,
type
I
shit,
fuck longer than that fight. And I don't fuck
I don't
long.
fuck Well, the shortest fight
Are
of the
those
night,
fights shorter or longer than the thong song?
that's probably about even.
I don't know
Well,
why the
with-
thong song was the second thing in mind.
Well, did you know the
With the
thong song?
breaks.
With
It's
not with the
close.
breaks.
Not with the breaks.
Yeah, no.
Because the breaks are what?
Then thong
30
song's
seconds?
longer. Yeah.
Thong song.
Oh, the breaks are only 30 seconds?
I think they're a minute.
Okay.
I think it's
no,
a minute.
thong song's 4:12.
Oh, man.
So hammer the over on
Thong
thong
song's
song.
longer than the whole fight.
But
Right?
now,
Yeah.
how about like Damn It by Blink 182? That's a fucking
shorter.
short one. Damn It is 2:44. As are every song.
That's
these
still
days.
longer than most Rough and Rowdy fights. though.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So the shortest fight of the night we had was Dr. Big Booty Daddy, or whatever his name was. He just walloped on some dude's face. Quick work turned his nose into hamburger meat. And then afterwards, gave the most aggressive DX dick chops. Did the old school to the fucking crowd 100 times. Then did the like riding the pony, and then did like the figurative doggy style, and that speech he delivered afterwards. Like Caleb said, like, what was the most disrespectful part? Like before, during, or after? And he just goes, "Fuck you to all these fucking inbred fucks. You can suck my dick." Just like, woo! And this guy is like fake tan, Guido looking like Northeast big city guy. Could not be more polar opposite of West Virginia. Just telling all him to suck his dick. That he's gonna fuck Bobby Lang's wife, and he's gonna eat her pussy like hungry hippos.
Which is a nice thing.
Yeah, that's almost like, I don't know, you don't want anybody eating your wife's pussy, but
I don't
Worst
want a
things
wife
can
whose
happen.
pussy you don't want to eat.
True. And also just means you don't
Like,
have
I'm
to
gonna suck your husband's dick. Like, yeah, my husband's hot. I'm gonna eat your wife's pussy. Yeah, she's hot. You goddamn right you want to eat that pussy. You gotta come through me first, bro.
that guy, absolute electric factory. That was one of the better. Fuck
Bobby
you,
Lang's
you
gonna
inbred-
murder him.
Yeah, that was the thing. He kept like running at people. Like,
Yeah.
He wanted to like wrestle. Bobby Lang can like throw hands.
Bobby
He, like,
Lang's
knows how
gonna
to fight.
kill him.
Yeah. And that's I'm cool with that. And I hope Bobby Lang does a great celebration right in his fucking face.
Nah, he'll just walk off again like Tom Hardy and Warrior.
100%. Just take care of business, So big booty daddy man or whatever. Good for you. Watching the boxing, the sport of boxing, I think has grown because of like Rough and Rowdy and celebrity boxing. You know what I mean? And like you said, everybody's kind of now like a fucking like boxing expert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not. None of this is true. That and also, I don't want to rain on the parade. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here. But this Formula One revolution's got to stop.
Oh.
I can't do it. And I know like Logan and a couple guys here are F1 fans that have been trying to like grow the sport. And I know there was that Netflix series, and I think
That's what did it. It's
there-
Netflix.
Yeah, and there was a Hemsworth movie, wasn't
Yeah.
there?
Rush.
Rush.
But that didn't do anything.
No, that
That was
But I mean, the fact that there's like blockbuster movies.
Yeah.
But that was like 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, well, no,
Yeah,
there's something
that
more
one's
recent.
about 10 years old, but it just started gaining relevance in like the last 5 years. I think when it got put on Netflix, like
Now, Ford versus Ferrari was not F1.
No.
But it's also not like NASCAR racing, it's like box cars.
No, it's like
something else.
it's
It's like race car or something.
yeah, I don't know.
Because that was cool.
It's like
But-
a McLaren, like it's Need for Speed.
Right. Well, all right, but so anyway, and I don't have a problem with F1. I've actually long said, like, a lot of times when people are like, who would you trade lives with? Lewis Hamilton's almost like my number one answer. These guys are like racing fast cars along the cliffs of like Monaco with women draped over them while they make zillions of dollars.
Dude, he just
It
sold a
is-
$40 million apartment he's never been in. He never went in it.
that's awesome.
And then and he also owns another $40 million apartment on the same block.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking.
He had $80 million of property within spitting distance.
They're talking like legitimate god status.
Have you ever seen those F1 cars hit a deer?
No,
It's an old
just
viral video.
Shredded.
It goes out of frame.
Pull it up, please.
Yeah.
While we
That's
while
old
we
internet,
get that
like-
going. Okay, this is some internet 1.0 shit.
This is
Is this on purpose? Oh, whoa! Because you know why it's got that like.
I'm surprised it did like no damage to the car whatsoever.
Is this real?
Yeah, it
Because
doesn't
wouldn't there
really
be
get
like blood
pulled.
and shit like that? Like that looks funny. It's just like whoop goes flying through the sky. I can't add another thing to fucking talk about and know about. We're maxed out with sports. I had to add MMA to some extent, you know. I can't do F1. Now
'cause-
everyone's an F1 specialist, and everyone knows, and everyone's like Lewis Hamilton versus Verstappen versus whoever, and Mercedes this and whoever
Red Bull
that.
I will say I'm always down to learn something new. I'm down
me
to
too.
clown. However,
But-
when I saw all the chaos tweets, like my whole thread with like caps locks, like
Yeah.
this is crazy, wild, and I finally saw the highlight, and I was like, oh, that's not interesting.
And
It was like it was. I thought something crazy was gonna come, and I was
they're
like,
talking about the stewards and shit. I'm like, I just don't have the bandwidth for this. Like,
it was
you
like
can't-
the passing
unless-
itself was like, I don't know. okay.
Unless you're really into the sport, like you've been following it, fine. But the hipsters who are joining, you could go ahead and do that, but you just have to acknowledge.
That's why you can't
that-
be a hipster and see this is the pollution of a word.
What?
You can't be a hipster and you're joining this late.
Yeah, you're right. That's not hipster. That's it's like more like bandwagon.
Yeah, you're a follower.
It's a fine line because the hipsters would be like, no, you can't watch F1, and it's like you should want your sport to grow and people to learn. If you're new and you're a bandwagon, you have to act accordingly.
I
You
think
can't be like, you can't be like devastated that Lewis Hamilton got fucked over or whatever. You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
You've been watching for 45 seconds.
I've never seen the show either, so this segment of the podcast is two people who've seen nothing talking about everything, and it is.
And that's the way it should be. We can't listen. You can't watch a documentary and just become a fan of everything.
Yeah.
There's just not enough time in the world.
It is.
You don't have enough.
I guess maybe you learn more about the sport as you're watching the documentary. I don't know, but it is.
It's a lot.
I've had the opportunity to jump on this bandwagon. I've noticed it happening for a while, and I said
I can't,
I'm
yeah.
past. I'll get you guys later.
Yeah.
I'll catch you on the next lap perhaps, but this one's I don't know.
If I can like go to the F1 Grand Prix in the Amalfi
Oh,
Coast
you wanna
and,
go check out
witness
Monaco?
it, yeah. That I can get down with, but I'm certainly not gonna sit there and watch, a few hundred laps or whatever.
Yeah, like
It's too
everything, I
much.
won't embrace it until it's actually popular.
Yeah.
Not when 30 people are tweeting about it. Once something reaches actual popularity, then I'll give it
Because
my
you know
time.
what it is? It's just like we would have a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's like you grow up, you've learned some things, you watch some sports, that's what you're into. Had the chance, don't.
It did. I mean, the pass is not that impressive at all. I didn't. Even the commentators were going crazy. I was
I
like,
didn't see it. I'm sure maybe you need to know about the racing. It is the only thing I will say.
they're not going that fast. It doesn't seem.
Well, on the turns they're not, but if I was ever to get into racing, it's this shit over NASCAR every day of the week, though. I mean,
Why?
these
Do you
guys
like how
go,
slow they go?
These guys go so fucking fast. Look at that. It's like looks like it's in fast motion when they hit it.
Did he pass him yet? Oh, there's the pass. It's all right.
I mean, how else would you pass somebody? Isn't that just it?
But that, yeah, I mean, that's
You know,
that's the sport.
And I'm sure there's guys who are just like, what do you mean? Well, so that was our expert analysis of Formula One racing. It's time for the real sports analysts of the program, who is so excited to do this today. She loves her fans. She knows her fans need her. And so she is ready here to deliver.
What's the wrong with you today?
I just don't like the segment. Like I don't like football. It's stupid to watch every week. Like I don't understand what's going on. Every time I think I know what's going on, I don't know what's going on. Like I thought I knew it, and then everybody's talking like, oh, the best in the AFC West and East, and there's so many. Like, can you just rank them 1, 2? I keep trying to find rankings, and it's just I just want 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want AFC East. I don't want AFC West.
So what they do is they break it into 2, and then they break those 2 down.
Just give it to me so much easy. It doesn't need to be that complicated. So I just don't understand it. But anyways,
But
sorry.
for the people.
But
for the people.
But for the people.
It's week 15. 14? 15? 14. 3 minutes on the clock. Jacked up.
Jacked up.
Okay. The Jets. That mean nothing to. I'm sorry. It's like you guys lost. Of course.
Can you imagine? Look how fed up you are about how boring the Jets are, right?
I could not imagine.
And you've been watching for 10 weeks. You know. Can you imagine?
You should
people who
absolutely
watch,
get a new team. I'm telling you, every Jets fan right now, find a new team. That's your homework.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, but there's some drums this week.
See, look at it. She's getting going.
Yeah. No, this week was like a little, like there was some fun little drama. So the Raiders and the Bears. The Raiders, they started and they like danced on the Bears logo and they stomped on it. And then they ended up losing.
The Raiders and the Bears? Did you say Bears? Did I hear Bears?
Yeah,
I did say that, and is that wrong?
Yes. Chiefs.
This is a stupid fucking sport. Okay, the Raiders and the Chiefs. So they went on the Chiefs, and then they won. No, the Chiefs then like smoked them, and it was like 43-9, which is a new term that I learned, a scoregami.
Ah. Scoregami. I got an issue with scoregami. It happens too often. That happens like every week. It's scoregami. It's crazy.
What scoregami is?
It's the first time in NFL history that scores happen.
40-39 is not that crazy. Whatever.
I don't know if I got the 43-9. But similarly, the Bears, who played the Packers. Oh, I forgot where I was going with this.
The Bears didn't look
playing
good.
the Packers.
I did bet the Bears first half though.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Yes.
So what happened in the beginning of that game?
There's another term that I keep, or it's not a term, but they say it's a two half, the tale of two halves.
Yeah.
It's a two half. I don't know a two half story.
The best of times, the worst of times, right?
Yep. The
Yeah.
tale of two
Cities.
cities. Romeo and Juliet. So
No.
Romeo and Juliet, huh?
what is it then?
Huh?
The tale of two cities is not.
One's Charles Dickens, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
One's William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, whatever.
So
We
old
got
books. Old books.
Yeah. I forgot where I was going with this again. Then the somebody was bragging. The Bears were No, the Packers. Okay, sorry. The Bears sacked Aaron Rodgers, right? No, The Bears sacked Aaron Rodgers, and then they did a dance.
yeah.
They did the dance, and then they ended up Packers ended up coming back the second half, the tale of two halves. Okay, and then another funny little celebration was the teabagging.
Joey
Bosa, Chargers, whoever they played, but he's not on the Chargers. He's on the no, he is on the Chargers. And then he was doing the little teabagging dance, which is a Halo dance. and that's what I know. And the Chargers won, and then. Can you guys ask me about a game? Because I can't think of anything else.
Let's hear about Bucks.
The Bucks played the Bills.
Oh,
Tom Brady.
The Bills did not play well,
But then
they did.
they did.
But then
Did they?
Yeah. They got.
But then-
it was an embarrassing first half where the coach was.
It was a tale of two halves.
It was a tale of two halves. Yeah. It was a tale of two halves where the Bills coach was reportedly crying at halftime.
He was like actually crying.
He was struggling.
showing real emotion.
He was showing real emotion and struggling with words to Tracy Wolfson, who's a sideline reporter. And then the Bills came out in the second half and
Then they scored.
they scored a bunch of times.
Bunch of times.
But
Then they
went-
went
not enough
Oh,
times.
because it was overtime. Then there was an
Overtime.
overtime. Oh, this
And
is
what-
right.
And what did Tom Brady do in overtime? What does Tom Brady always do in overtime?
He always scores in overtime.
He always scores.
Oh, because field goal to tie it up right before like a minute something left, and then then they scored a field goal, and then they went in overtime, and Brady does his thing in overtime.
Brady does. Brady is now 33-3 against the Buffalo Bills, with one or two of those losses coming in games he started but didn't finish because it was the end of the season.
And technically,
And,
this was his 700th touchdown,
That was his 700th touchdown.
including the playoffs. I was like, wait a minute, we
Yeah.
just celebrated like 500 or 600. What's happening? How are we at a 700? But including playoffs.
700th career pass. Touchdown pass.
Sickening.
Go.
How about
There was something else that
last?
Trevor Lawrence played bad. He's bad.
Trevor Lawrence, not good.
I don't know what EPA means. It's an advanced stat. I don't know exactly what it stands for. I'm gonna guess it's expected pass something.
Accuracy.
And EPA explained. Perhaps you figure this one out. The
Expected points added.
expected points added. Mac Jones led rookie quarterbacks in that stat this week.
I mean, is it a good stat? No.
Well, he didn't play. The Patriots had a bye week.
Got it.
His expected
makes
points
sense.
added was zero. Everyone else's was negative.
Football's stupid. Jackie, I agree. Football's stupid.
I feel ya.
Fucking jacked up. Week 14 in the books.
Jacked up.
How about a little bonus round? Jacked Up explains the romance between Romeo and Juliet.
I kind of felt like that was maybe coming. Okay, this one I think I could do.
Go off, Queen.
Romeo and Juliet, the tale of two cities. So Romeo and Juliet meet. Yep, this is where I realized, like, I think I know, and then I'm like, I actually am not realizing that I don't. So they meet, and then they fall in love,
Right?
and then Romeo is like, Juliet's on the balcony, and then Romeo like comes and gets her. Oh, okay, so their families are rivals.
Right.
Their families are the tale of two families. There was something about Romeo and Juliet that is the tale of two, whatever.
Well, there's two families.
Okay,
So what
there's
do you
two
know the families?
Juliet's
Juliet's last name?
last name is Smith.
Juliet Smith. Okay, so it's the Smith family, and Romeo's last name is the Romeo.
Romeo Adams.
Romeo Adams. So the Smith family and the Adams family.
Yep.
So the Adams
The Adams
family.
family is actually based off of
Oh, okay.
Romeo's.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and do the Smith family and Adams families, they get along?
No, they don't. That's the whole thing. And so then they can't be together. But then they fall in love, and it's a forbidden love. And then Juliet kills herself. I might
Cut right to the chase.
I might just jump.
we just went right to it.
And then Romeo sees, and then Romeo thinks that she's dead. So then Romeo kills himself. Jar for both. And then,
Oh.
but then Romeo's like, no, I skipped it a lot. Romeo sees, and then Juliet wakes up because she had just taken from the Pope guy or whatever. He'd given her like this potion, and then it made her look dead and seem dead.
Yeah.
And but I don't understand. Yeah, she should have conferred with him first because then he saw.
Probably should have given him a heads up.
Should have given him a heads up. But it was a good plan. I actually like feel like she went through with it. Like she did kill herself.
She was
for a
down
little
to
bit
ride.
there.
Yeah.
And then he kills himself, and then she wakes up, and then she's like so sad that she kills herself, and I guess that's the end.
Just jars everywhere.
Yeah, jars everywhere.
How romantic, huh?
Yeah.
You think it's romantic if a guy killed himself for you? Would you think that's romantic?
No. I would prefer for him to be alive, obviously. And but I do like big gestures, so I would
It's a pretty grand gesture,
yeah.
Maybe some would say the ultimate.
You know what? I could get down with it.
Give me an
I could get
example
down with
of a big gesture you would like.
What?
Give me an example of a big gesture that you would like, or have experienced before.
Oh, a Boy Romeo song.
Oh,
And
right.
he sang it for me.
That's right. Don't we
You knew?
have access to this song?
I did bring
Yeah.
this up before.
So let's get access to that.
I cannot get access to that song
Why not?
because
Because I'll tell you
don't
right
know
now,
where it is.
you'll be fired if you don't.
I would like to not have contact with this boy, and
Anything short of it was an actual danger, you have to have contact with this boy and get this song.
You got a friend reach out to him.
no, I mean,
Fucking, I'll reach out to him.
No, I will get this song, but it's gonna be.
We're also gonna need the rights to it.
Get him to sign the paperwork.
Can you give me a taste of it? You have to sing it. Well, I prefer if you sang it,
It
but
was something along the lines of like, I mean, obviously, Jackie, you're so beautiful. Jackie, will you come to homecoming with me? Jackie, I forget what it was, but I'll
no,
get the
you
rights
don't.
to it, or
She
I'll get the
doesn't.
rights to it.
She knows everything.
No, I don't.
Did you go to homecoming?
What?
Did you go to homecoming with
I
him?
did go to homecoming with him.
You did, because it was a
I
big
did.
gesture.
It
Yeah.
was a big gesture, and I like big gestures. Other than that, yeah, nobody's really been
Too nice to you.
too nice to me at all. So
Now-
the first guy who kills himself for me, you're in.
You got the lip bite him.
For anybody who watched the KFC Radio vlog this week, you'll know this story, but I encourage everybody to go watch it if they haven't, because seeing it in real time and watching Jackie explain it is unbelievable. I don't think you, so that was part of what the promo was last night. That made no sense, Babs. Made no sense. That was the worst promo ever made. It was just like, but I did say this to John.
I left the movie to go watch that. I paid for a movie. I left the movie to go watch that promo, and I was like, I'm gonna go back in and watch.
But
the
what
movie,
did I say?
do his
Because
thing.
I nailed it, because I didn't remember what was going on. So I was like, that promo sucks, but I was like, I bet it's a good story, and he knows it's a good story, so he wants to use that to tease it. And when you know where it's going, it's good. If you don't know where it's going, it's the worst promo of all time. So we cut that out because it was just a promo of me being like, so yeah, like, had a bad night, huh, Jackie? And it's worth the price of admission. This clip in the vlog, Jackie and her friend met two dudes from Bumble. No, I need to frame that better. Her friend had a date set up on Bumble. He brought like a blind date for Jackie. So like these two girls are at the bar waiting for these guys to show up, and they walk in, and they scan the bar. They see them. They go right to the bathroom, and then they walk out.
the guys.
They just walk out on them. And Jackie and her
extremely
friend
humbling.
were, extremely humbling. That'll bring you down to your knees.
But here's the thing: is like they were in the bathroom for 15 minutes, and there was something that happened in that bathroom.
How packed was the bar? How did you know they walked? You could see the door, I guess.
We could see the door. They had like a direct view of us, and like they saw us.
That is a good question. How packed was the bar? I never asked that.
Like
Was
we
it
were
like
the only,
crowded or?
we looked around for any excuse, like any excuse. we were the only two girls. Like there, everybody else was coupled up in the bar. It was so obvious. Like they came in and they just had to have seen us. And so then they then they go to the bathroom for like 15 minutes. And we're like, okay, what's going on there? And you know what? It was
just taking turns, switching who's shitting.
No, then we were like, the only answer is either they were doing drugs and took bad drugs or something.
Yeah.
Or they like shit their pants and like went straight to the bathroom. Or like they were just ugly. Like there's no other explanation.
Were they ugly? Were you guys?
They were not like.
Well, that was the big discussion here. Is
we
that
were hotter than them. Like, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, like, and even if they were hotter than us, you still don't like. We're both cute enough where it's like you don't just instantly be like, "Oh my god, we have to leave."
You and your friend confirmed are not run out of a bar ugly.
Thank you.
That's
But
a
apparently
lot.
we are.
Yeah, apparently you are. You ever think that? You ever
No,
think that just
then,
listen, there are
this
different
week-
lids for every pot, and maybe some guys out there look at you and her and they go, woof.
No, these guys. I'm not.
Were they tall?
I'm not buying it. No,
They were short.
they weren't short, but they were of average size.
5.
I don't know. We got like such a little scan of them, like maybe 5, maybe 5'10", 5'11".
Oh, all right. Well, yeah.
You know, but then this weekend. So then I'm talking to another Hinge guy, and then we had FaceTime for the first time, and then because I was like drunk and I just was FaceTiming everybody, so then I like FaceTimed him.
What a nightmare.
And then he
That's
instantly
fucking true love. Jesus Christ.
hangs up, and I was like, oh my god. I am an ugly person. It's literally
Wait,
like,
okay, let's do it. Pretend, okay? You call me.
I call you.
Okay, so I'm like, hey, Jackie.
Yes.
And
but
you say,
I just say, where are you? Let's meet up.
and
or
I just
whatever.
went, boop.
And then it was like he was saying something and then just hangs up. And I was like, I'm gonna throw myself off this fucking building right now.
Jar.
But I
Was he
like,
potentially with another girl?
no. So then here's what happens. He hung up because he couldn't hear. He was in a crowded room. And then he proceeded to text me like 40 times. So we're good. But there was a point there where I was legitimately like,
On the
nobody
verge.
told me I was ugly. I was like, it has to be the new lips. Like ever since I've gotten these lips, like I've been rejected after rejected after rejected. And then it was all good. But like there was a period there where I was ready
Down
to jar
bad.
it. I was real down
Listen, you know, New York City's a different animal.
No, it's
You could be like a Northern California 10 and you
Yeah.
come to New York and you're just an ugly girl with lips, you know?
hard out here for a bitch.
What an edition of Jacqued Up. All right, top 5 today is brought to you by Cuts Clothing. Cuts, the only shirt worth wearing is what they say. It's not the only shirt worth wearing. It's the only shirt that you should ever wear again if you like anything that's comfortable, if you like ease of use, if you like things to match, if you want to stay on trend, if you don't want to have to worry about what you wear when you wear it. It's the only shirt that anybody should ever wear again. It's the only shirt you should buy as a gift this holiday if you're struggling to pick out something for your boyfriend, your dad, your brother, your co-host, and even the girls too. Girls rock them as like a night shirt or like a lounge around the house shirt because they're comfy. They're made out of that soft material. And as far as it goes for the guys, you can wear crew neck, you can do the V-neck, you can do the Henley buttons. On the bottom, they have the scoop cut, the elongated cut, the split hem. They've got it every which way to just add a little flavor to it, just change it up a little bit because all of their shirts are in that black, gray, tan, blue, white, in that monotone, monochromatic look where every pair of jeans or every pair of pants you put on matches it. Every pair of sneakers you wear matches your shirt. It's for the guy who's on the go, who wants to look good but also doesn't want to have to worry about what he's wearing. Is it too trendy? Is it out of style? No, it's always in style because it's a classic, clean look for men of all ages. Go to cutsclothing.com/Clancy. That's CUTS clothing.com/Clancy. Get 15% off right now and get it in time for the holidays. It's cutsclothing.com/Clancy. Top 5 Christmas movies. It's a big one. People get passionate about this. Is it a Christmas movie? Is it not? Is it good? Is it old? Is it new?
Who
Is
gets
it
super
old?
passionate about this?
Bob Fox said if it snows in a movie, I call it a Christmas movie. Which over the years, this is one of those things I've been saying this a lot recently, how like I've come to learn that there are new
crops of internet fans and podcast fans, and you have to do these arguments again. And in the past, I used to like really stick firm, and it is kind of eventually you got to soften on it. I'm like, all right, I don't think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, but I'm not gonna fucking get riled up over it, you know?
Yeah.
But for the sake of fun, fuck that. It's not a movie. It's not a Christmas movie. But I really can't get like too bent out of shape about it anymore. Do you think it's a Christmas movie?
Huh?
Do you think it's a Christmas movie?
I do now because I think the argument made it a Christmas movie.
You think so? Well,
Yeah.
now because now it's just so associated
it's so
with Christmas
Christmas.
movies that
Yeah.
it's
Dude,
if you're
I-
saying no, it's like but we talk about it every fucking Christmas season and
So it's a Christmas. So yes, now it's a Christmas movie.
But
it's
okay,
you've
but
spoken into existence.
But in a vacuum, it's not.
In a vacuum, probably not.
My
but honestly,
thing-
I can't separate from Christmas now. It might be the number one Christmas movie.
Yeah,
at this
because
point.
it's everybody talks about it. Yeah.
And I was legitimately stunned. I remember one time. This is years ago. The tweet's probably still up. I was out at a bar with Jamie Riddall and her friend back in Boston, and we were just talking about Christmas movies, and they were like, "Oh, Home Alone's my favorite," and I was like, "Home Alone's a Christmas movie," and I was shocked by that because I just thought I thought of it as this is probably 10 years ago,
Yeah, you're an idiot.
and
Josh Hart tried to make that argument this season.
It wasn't
That's
even.
preposterous.
I wasn't even like anti it. It just wasn't how it registered in my brain. I wasn't like you're an idiot. It wasn't that time of the internet yet. Where it was like, how the fuck dare you disagree with what I think of movies? It's just
Right.
like wait, that's a Christmas movie.
Well,
because I thought of it as like a kid's kid's playful movie, and then so many people got so mad at me that I was like, all right. So now that's also an exceptional Christmas movie.
Well, but that is my thing is
Right.
if you can take it out of Christmas and have the same movie, it's not a Christmas movie. And you can do that for a lot of different movies, but not really. Like in Home Alone, it's not only like integral to the plot of like why they're traveling as a family and where they were going and like part of the season, the actual weather, the season matters, and then like the not tangible part of like it's about the Christmas spirit and your family and giving and forgiveness and old man Marley and his kids and Kevin learning about his family and all that shit. Like, yeah, I guess you could learn about your family and become the same thing with It's a Wonderful Life. It's like, I don't know, what's that guy's name? What's his name in A Wonderful Life? I don't know, that fucking guy in Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
He could have had revelation about his family in the middle of summer, you know?
Bro.
Yeah, back in 2012.
2012, I got
John.
ratioed 36 responses, 2 retweets. I
The
was
OG ratio.
I was the original ratio.
The OG
like, we were
ratio.
just, like that's what I mean. I didn't even try and say it. I was just like, this is important. Like I thought I was stunned. Anyone agree with it? I think everyone was like, hey, you fucking idiot.
This is Christmas, the season of perpetual hope. I mean, so much of it relies on Christmas, whereas like Die Hard truly you could have a fucking shoot 'em up in a high rise in the middle of the summer. It wouldn't really matter.
Yeah.
So that to me, I think, is a pretty clear distinction of like, does the Christmas
It could be the son's birthday or the kid's birthday. That's why he's coming to visit with presents. and shit
Sure.
like that, right?
Yeah.
There is a little bit of a family tie theme throughout it, but like it could just be his birthday. Like, it's why you're bringing presents. It's why you're kind of sprucing it up with a limo, right? I forget why he has a limo, but
Yeah, right. But yeah,
I think she just sent the limo for him.
that's it wouldn't change the movie. And yeah, you can make this switch in any movie, but it's like why people have these big like family emotional moments in the holiday season. You know? So like that sort of stuff matters. And I don't know if there's really an argument for many other things. Like it's really just like that movie, and then some people try to extend it to Home Alone, but fuck that. So
I got one. I'm gonna say it.
whether or not it's a Christmas movie or you're drafting it, okay.
I know it's not. I know people are gonna get mad. I don't fucking care.
You're saying it is a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
What is it?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it. Is it
It's got like a 10-minute Christmas dinner scene in it.
Christmas movie? Yeah. Christmas occurs.
That's one that's become
Look
a
at that.
debate. It's become a debate. Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone has become a debate. But I just love Harry Potter movies, and
I wish I did.
I
just
fuck
don't
with
like
Harry
'em.
Potter big time.
I love
Sorcerer's
that
Stone
shit.
is the first one. I watched it last night, and so now I'm gonna go on a tear for the rest of them now.
Well, it's Christmas, so you gotta watch Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I think.
Man, that's a Christmas ass scene, man.
That's a Christmas ass scene, dude. I think. I don't know. I think Lord of the Rings is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
They, he gave him the ring as a gift. So it's
It's
Christmas
no
season.
pagan symbolism there, Kevin.
All right, top 5. You want to go first?
I'll go first. Number 1, Jingle All
The
Way.
motherfucking way. One of those movies.
Phil Hartman, any other Christmas movies? Didn't think
Nope.
so. Suck my ass.
Jingle All the Way is the Adrian Beltre of Christmas movies. Like, used to be left out and forgotten, and no one brought it up. And the person who was like, Jingle All the Way is a classic that you forgot about. He's actually fucking great. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Now, it's
That's
we know.
not one I'll never forget. That one. That's not like a. Yes, nostalgia plays a huge thing here, but
Bro,
like this.
I'm telling you, your forehead's just so smooth, dude. It's just so smooth. I'm so jealous. Me and my fucking sausage hot dog pack forehead. Look at this hot dog pack. Look at him, smooth as can be. Bullshit. All because I missed Botox day at school.
But this was one I was obsessed with as a kid. A lot of this is just like
Jingle all the way!
Like all debates and stuff like that. Like so much of it becomes just of what you've heard that you end up like. This is but everything from here on out probably will be pieces of things I've heard here and there. This Jingle All the Way was my movie as a kid.
Jingle All the Way is the best movie that captures the.
Actually, no, not true. My next one will be too.
The toy frenzy is
Yeah.
is one that's not. There's a new movie out this holiday season called 8-Bit. It's with Doogie Howser, Neil Patrick Harris, and it's about he's telling a story to his daughter in present day about 1986 or whatever, 1989.
Interesting concept for Neil Patrick Harris to use.
Right. It's all about him trying to get Nintendo, and it's all right. It's not that great. It's cute. It's like a bit of Christmas nostalgia, but it's all about the frenzy of trying to get Nintendo and how people thought it was like bad for you and bad for kids and all that shit. But Jingle All the Way is like the premier Turbo Man.
Yeah. Fucking Schwarzenegger,
Turbo
Sinbad, Phil Hartman. That movie.
Remember that?
rocked
There was
it.
that Conan bit where he would always talk about Jingle All the Way. He was like, you know that, Nick? No, he would be the only one. He would always end up going, my smash holiday hit Jingle All the Way. and Conan would be like, fuck, here we go again. Anyway, it's a classic. It's a hit. Phil Hartman, Arnold, Sinbad.
Yeah. Wrecking
Fuck
crew.
out of here. Need I even talk?
Yeah.
The thing about Home Alone, and I learned it this year because I wanted my kids to watch. My kids watch Frosty, they watch the Santa Claus, they watch Elf. Those 3, they love those because it's like Elf right away. It's funny, big giant with the little elves, and it's like a little kids movie right away. Home Alone, the fun slapstick physical comedy, does not start until 1 hour and 6 minutes into the movie because they are setting the scene of like, here's the cops, or here's the robber playing as the cop. That was another thing. This Christmas season, it was only one person.
That's
but it
the
went viral
invasion,
enough.
right? Like there's like the race through town when he sees him buying the toothbrush. That's
Yeah, there's all of that shit
But
building up to it.
that's at an hour.
No,
Like that- that's
the
like a
invasion's
little-
out of
there's
now.
a
Yes.
little physical there,
Agreed.
but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean like
no,
the full
the house.
invasion,
Yeah, the
yeah.
cops like the clock strikes 9 o'clock and he's like, I must defend this house.
Right.
That is at 1 hour and 6 minutes. There was somebody this year that tweeted out a picture of Joe Pesci and said, "How old were you when you realized that the cop in the beginning of Home Alone is the robber dressed up?" And everyone was like, I don't know, about 8 years old in 1990 when
Oh,
I
I
first
wasn't that
watched
age.
What?
I wasn't that age.
Oh yeah,
That
you know,
goes
I mean,
around
I don't remember. I don't remember when I was 8, but there was never a
The first time that went around was the time I realized.
really.
Yeah. I think so. I don't.
He smiles and the gold tooth goes bling, and then, like as a cop, he's like, "Hey, kid," and he smiles and got the gold tooth. and
Maybe
nobody's-
I'm misremembering this. Maybe I'm thinking of the Jumanji one, where it's like, when did you realize that?
That one's different because that one is a little more subtle, and
That
I'm pretty sure you remember this, dude.
I don't
that you
know.
knew
I definitely didn't realize it the first time I watched it. The
That's
first
what-
time I watched this movie, I was a fucking baby.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can't remember my first reaction to this movie ever, but like he's casing the joint. He's learning what's there, like he's asking about the security system and all that shit. I learned pretty quick. You are an idiot, so
Yeah.
maybe it's just possible for you. But it takes 1 hour and 6 minutes to get into it because they're laying the scene, man. They're building it up. And Macaulay Culkin is like one of the greatest child actors of all time. He carries that whole movie by his fucking self. It's a fucking masterpiece.
2, Santa Claus. big Santa Claus guy as well.
That would be my second pick. Yeah.
Santa Claus is.
It's funny. It's great because adults can watch it too.
Yeah.
The jokes about Neil, I'm hijacking this from you because I've watched it 10 times in the last like 3 days. But the way he clowns Neil is so fucking funny. When he's like, "Oh, you're gonna go to your mom's?" She goes, "No, we're going to Neil's house." He goes, "Oh, Christmas at the Pound." Oh, man. It's so good.
The things I relate to more are the like fast weight gains and things like that. But really, those are the ones I like. The loneliness and the fat weight gains.
Yeah, right on. You know what's really
Hot
funny
elves,
too?
hot children.
little Judy was 1,000 years old, but she looks like she was 12. Yeah, my kind of movie. The subtle little things in the movie that are funny.
They call it barely legal Judy.
Just working on that hot cocoa
Super
recipe.
legal, but also.
He in the very beginning, they're at a Christmas party, a corporate Christmas party, and he's like, "Just want to thank you guys. Like, we know." What did he say? He says something like, "We know that like we make you work hard, and I think it's something like this. We know that you're working hard throughout the year, and you don't get much time with your family." And that's probably why Johnson's secretary is sitting on his lap right now. And they cut to this like corporate guy who's an old dude dressed as Santa with like a hot chick sitting on his lap. It's like, that couldn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
That's not gonna fly. But yeah, the way he clowns Neil. Oh yeah, well Neil's head also comes to a point. It's just like really like actual good Tim Allen humor. It was right when the Home Improvement came out, so he was like Tim Taylor. It was like great back then, amazing now still too. That was gonna be my second pick, and I hate to be redundant about it, but like just Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
I would have broken up. I would go Home Alone, Santa Claus, Home Alone 2, but I'm gonna have to go back to back. Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2. It's I like
the one with Donald Trump in it. Sick, MAGA Kevin.
They did enough. They had the Talk Boy in it and New York City as the setting. When you're a little kid and like
I
you
haven't
live
watched
in
this one in a long time. I think this one's better.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say it's one of the best sequels ever.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to tell
Aside
me
from Home Alone 3.
if you wanted to tell me you like Home Alone 2 better than Home Alone 1, I wouldn't begrudge you.
Yeah,
It's fine,
We got the
and
pizza.
just like
What's the toy shop? What's
Duncan. Well, it's Duncan's Toy Chest. It's FAO Schwartz.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's things about like Home Alone 1 when he's eating all the ice cream alone in his house. I wanted to do that as a little kid. And then when he gets the cheese pizza in the limo, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could do that, Going swimming in the pool and like living in the hotel is fucking, I still think that's
Rob
awesome.
Schneider.
When I was in elementary school, we had a book publishing center where they made like hardcover books for you. It was actually pretty cool. Like as a little kid, you had like a picture book that was covered. And I made Home Alone 4, Lost in Los Angeles. And it was just the same exact movie, except it was in L.A. And
he eats tacos from a truck in the back.
He gets an agent and he's a waiter, but he calls himself a comedian. All right, you're
He
up.
sees Les Moonves instead of Donald Trump. I am up. I gotta go. Fuck it, bitch. I'm going Sorcerer's Stone. Fucking asshole, dumb John, fucking cunt.
What did you say?
Sorcerer's Stone.
What just happened?
Sorcerer's Stone. I was gonna interrupt myself in the middle of saying Stone, and I forgot. I was gonna go Elf, and then I went Stone.
I was gonna say that was a huge miss. I'm taking out.
Yeah,
that was insane.
I said, John, you dumb fucking.
That was insane. You also could have stopped yourself because I didn't know what you were even saying.
Yeah.
It sounded like you're but I'm not allowing that. I'm stealing Elf because that was the hugest miss in the history of drafts. That was crazy.
Yeah. Whatever. Fuck it.
So you took a non-Christmas movie, Harry Potter, over Elf.
Yeah.
Elf is
Elf's good.
It's time for a new someone needs to make a new classic. Elf, I used to say, is like a modern new age classic, and it's 20 years old.
20?
Probably, I don't know, probably early 2000s, mid 2000s, maybe. It's at least 15 years old. Yeah, that's what I thought because I remember that was like during Will Ferrell's like fucking run. So we're pushing 20 years of Elf. And nothing else really has, like Christmas. Fred Claus was actually kind of like, decent. 4 Christmases, I got a little kick out of Vince Vaughn in that one as well. But I don't know. It's hard. Someone is gonna tackle Christmas in the digital world somehow, and do it like not in a corny way. I think there's always like Hallmark Christmases where it's like they met on a dating app and they, some bullshit like that. But somebody will do it in like incorporating like the internet or some shit. And when there's got to be a new Christmas movie coming. Just can't be just like you can't just stop at Elf. There's got to be something that sticks.
Well,
as a
Office
classic.
Christmas Party was a good one.
Yeah, that was not bad.
Office Christmas Party was good. It's not gonna make my list.
But that's also, I guess that's about Christmas. That's yeah, fuck it.
My number 4 is going to be Family Stone.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Sad movie, right? Or like an emotional movie.
Yeah, an emotional movie. Great movie. Classic movie. We talked to Mr. Fancy Man about it.
I am going to go with a movie that is just one of the funniest movies I've ever seen, period. Bad Santa.
Boo. I've tried that movie a million times. I do not get through it. Can't do it. People are like, it's a movie for you, or you love it.
Yeah, maybe it's like you're looking in a mirror.
I think maybe it's like BoJack Horseman. Like, I can't do that either. Everyone's like, you would love
Bro,
BoJack
Bad
Horseman.
Santa is one of just like the funniest fucking, like, what's not funny about it?
I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I think he's mean.
Yeah, he is. He's a
I don't
fucking angry
I
drunk.
don't like mean.
That's the whole thing. He's like,
I like
mean, and then he finds the
playful
spirit.
and like I like fun. I don't.
No,
I don't.
you
I
don't. You're
I don't
a
like
fucking
being
depressed,
mean.
dark alcoholic.
But not mean.
Yeah.
I'm not a mean person. I mean well.
But that's the thing. He comes around.
Does he?
Dude, when
I don't like redemption
when
arcs. I don't do redemption arcs.
When he
I read A Man Called Ove, which is it was a movie turned into a book turned into a movie starring Tom Hanks. It's a very popular book. I read that. That book fucking sucked. Ove's a fucking asshole. Deserved to die.
When he asks, "Is Granny spry?" I just fuck. And Thurman Merman with the wooden pickle. It's a wooden pickle. And when he pisses himself at the mall.
Oh yeah, you're getting me.
Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. When Bernie Mac's in it, talking about he likes to fuck girls in the ass and shit. You're crazy.
You're crazy.
That's one of the funniest. Like, it's not even just like a funny Christmas movie. It's just like a funny fucking movie. Period.
That's what I hear. I hear everyone likes it, but I don't like mean. It makes me uncomfortable.
You're a pussy.
My last one is The Holiday.
That was a good.
I think I won this draft, by the way.
No, because I also just get to throw in the Grinch at the end there, dog.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah, yours is all Christmas. I guess maybe if I stuck to Christmas movies, I would have won. If I stuck to Christmas movies, I like my chances.
Now, I mean, I think, considering it like as a movie, I guess I'd have to do like the Jim Carrey one, but like, I wouldn't have, and you know what, people are going to go nuts over. I mean, we don't have a Christmas Vacation or a Christmas Story. The olds are going to get so mad.
Christmas Story, I watched that. It's fine. I mean, I watched, that's one like, at my grandfather's house when I was younger.
You want to talk about like mean? Christmas Story like scares me.
Yeah.
Christmas Story is just like the story of an abusive father. It's like the Wonder Years. I always used to be terrified.
The 70s are just stories of abusive fathers.
I said that once to my dad, and he was like, "Oh yeah,
yeah."
Like that's what it was. Like if you like accidentally cursed in front of your mom, like your dad would come home later that day and find out about it and beat you. When they put the soap in the kid's mouth, and that fucking when the kid has the like bad dream where he's blind from shooting himself in the eye, and there's that teacher wearing like the black feathers. That scared me. And then when the Santa kicks him in the face down the fucking slide, and the kid when he wails on the other kid's face, the bully,
I think
just beating his face in World Star style. That movie makes me super uncomfortable.
I think that movie is what gave me a bit of a trauma to bathrooms. At like
when he's like hiding.
Bro, it's like still like I will sit in the toilet. If I'm home alone, I'll sit in the bathroom for an hour.
How about when
that's where I find peace and tranquility.
How about when the younger sibling is so scared of the father he hides in the cabinets? That dad used to beat the shit out of those kids. That dad would come home, he'd do the like choose the belt or the brush or the stick.
I'll take the fucking wrench because fuck him, that's why.
Yeah, Jesus. And then A Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase is not funny.
I liked The Vacations as a kid, but I've never gone back to watch them.
I just don't. Chevy Chase is just not for me. That movie. And then they always go like something about like Clark, and I'm like, that's not funny. Shitter. Oh, they say that shitter's full. I'm like, that's not funny. That movie sucks. All right, let's get into voicemails.
Jackie.
I was gonna say Jackie does voicemails today.
Yeah.
Fine. It's a good thing. All right, time for voicemails. For the first time ever, Jackie Nichols up in the seat, up in the co-host chair, KFC Radio, my partner. Let's go. You seem so excited about it.
No, I'm so excited.
Yeah, you're like, I have to be on this podcast. It's
don't-
like
this
world
is,
renowned.
I don't
Fuck.
like sitting here.
You
You
uncomfortable?
sit there every single day.
Like, do I look uncomfortable? I feel
A little bit.
super
You're too far
uncomfortable.
away. I think you gotta scoot in more.
Yeah.
You're like this.
I was really far away.
Yeah.
This is better.
You literally sit in that chair all day long.
I know, but then
It's different
when
under
the
these
cameras
bright
are
lights,
on, the
girl.
bright lights.
You know, not
This-
everybody can show up.
I'm not ready.
It's
for the
different when you're
camera.
putting your feet up and kind of taking a nap while you're editing. You know what I mean?
I've fallen asleep
My
a few
pearls.
times while editing.
I just gotta throw that out there. I didn't know that you actually did that.
Oh.
You guys are special. Today's voicemails are brought to you by Gage Diamonds. You got anybody buying you some diamonds this holiday?
No, in fact, oh, never mind. This was for the other. Gage Diamonds offered, or somebody, one of the companies offered to
Gage
give,
Diamonds.
like whatever,
Uh-huh.
and you guys just took it for yourselves. Like,
Oh,
the one girl in the.
Oh, are you saying that like boys can't get diamonds or
No,
jewelry?
boys can get
Yeah.
diamonds and jewelry, but like,
But you deserve it.
chivalry's obviously dead because,
because you
nobody
deserve it.
like thought to like ask the girl first and said you guys just took it for yourselves.
Well,
Yeah, Pabs looks very nice in his bracelet.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, but like I could
Pat- look
look
at Pabs.
nice in a bracelet.
You could
but
be.
nobody offered.
Well, here's the thing. They sent over bracelets for guys because
yeah.
there's 2 guy hosts.
But if you would ask them, hey, can you give us some girl? Like we have a girl.
To be fair, I asked for a bag of
you
diamonds.
asked for a bag of diamonds.
because
Nick
I,
asked for
I thought it would
literally
be funny.
loose diamonds.
Yeah, what do you get? Like before asking, like I would love some diamonds. Gage Diamonds.
Yeah.
If you want to just send me diamonds,
Jackie's looking for diamonds.
No,
or if the guys out there want to buy Jackie some diamonds, you can buy them from Gage. Go to gagediamonds.com/KFC. Get 20% off the gift you buy for Jackie.
we talked about big gestures.
Yeah, she loves
If you're
big
not gonna-
gestures.
Never mind.
You know, yeah. If you don't want to do the ultimate gesture, you could do this one that's like cut below, and you could get what was Jackie like? Does she like necklaces, bracelets, rings?
All the above, baby.
No, what's your main thing though? I
Um,
feel like you wear necklaces a lot.
necklaces. I need
Necklaces,
some new
earrings,
necklaces.
rings?
I need some new rings. I have cheap rings, so
Okay.
anybody wants to
There
get
you
me
go.
rings.
Anybody? What if somebody bought
diamond
you an
ring.
engagement ring? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring.
Then the first person who buys me an engagement ring, I will marry.
You know what I think girls should.
I cannot wait for our next live show when
Someone's gonna propose.
somebody shows up with a nice
God.
Gage diamond.
Yo.
then
Someone's gonna
Jack's
buy
got
you an
husband.
engagement ring.
Look,
off this.
I'm
There was
down
a time
bad
back
right
in the day-
now. If somebody just shows me an ounce of appreciation,
It's on.
it's on.
It's fucking on.
You're gonna be
I
on a
mean,
low
you
point.
got ditched in the date.
Yeah.
Didn't something else happen? Wasn't there a second thing?
Well, the second thing ended up being fine,
What was that?
but it was the FaceTime.
Oh, right. But the guy was hanging up on you, yeah. But then he
yeah.
like texted you a million times in a row, and you're like, I got you back on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you just let him just like suffer? Like you didn't write back?
If you had bought me some Gage Diamonds,
It would have been
I would have run back.
real quick. I think somebody should start rocking like an engagement ring. As just like I bought it for myself. I just rock a fat, awesome diamond ring that I just don't write it on your ring finger. Just have a fucking rock.
If I'm not married by like 30, I'll do that.
Is that
I'll buy myself a ring.
I hate when people say if I'm not married by 30. 30's so young. 30 is so fucking young
I don't
now.
know. But
and by the time you're
but
30,
for a
30's going to be
girl-
even younger.
For a girl, like
It's
for a guy,
not.
it's fine. But for a girl,
The only thing that's the third. Let me finish this off.
Yeah.
Go to gagediamonds.com/KFC. And not only can you get fine jewelry, including nice watches for the guys, Movado. How about somebody buys me a fucking Rolex or a Movado? Don't worry about Jackie and her engagement ring. Get me a fucking Movado.
no. Can
Or
you,
how about
no,
both
no.
of us?
Okay.
Deal.
Get that bling.
It's not only do they have the high quality stuff, but also the first online jeweler to offer financing, 100% financing, no credit needed, up to $10,000, and you can be approved in 24 hours. What does that mean? It means that you can get a $10,000 jewelry piece and pay it off with no credit, with no hassle. In 24 hours, they'll let you pay it off over the course of time, so you can get these big items and big holiday gifts and not worry about laying out all your cash now. Go to Gage Diamonds, GAGE Diamonds.com/KFC. If you're a girl and you get married, if you're anybody getting married before 30 now, I think you're crazy. And the only thing that sucks is that biological clock actually keeps ticking.
Yeah.
And you have to worry about that. But even that's getting a little like, you know, there's technology and medicine and shit. But God, 30 is so fucking young now.
I know. I actually like, again, if it wasn't for the, if it wasn't, I actually just got in a conversation with people where they were like, talking about a 30-year-old, and they're like, their oven is whatever. And then I started thinking about it. But before I was like, I'm fine if I'm not like, you know, like I'm going to be.
Because girls get in their head like, all right, well, if I have to have a kid by 30, that means I have to meet him by like at the latest 25 because we got a date for 3 years and then be engaged for 2. And it's like, now you've decided you have to meet your fucking person tomorrow. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And then you
Like
never,
25.
and it's happened so much in this city. Girls who are obsessed with looking for the guy never get the guy because they are obsessive assholes, and
Yeah.
it shines through in your personality. Like the girl who goes out to the bar being like, I need to find my husband tonight. You can smell that a mile away.
I know,
And the girl
I
who's
know.
like freshly out of a relationship or just doesn't give a fuck or just wants to like go out and dance or hang out and like just be fun. That's the girl that every guy's attracted to.
I know.
That's what's so fucking funny, and not even funny, but just like ironic about it. It's like you're desperately looking for your husband, and you're the girl who's never gonna find it because we can tell that.
You're stressing me out. This is also
Yeah.
my issue. My issue is like I've heard like you're supposed to have like 2 heartbreaks, right? I haven't really
Oh, I
even
didn't know
been
that's
through
it.
like one, so I have to fit in 2 heartbreaks before I find my
See,
husband.
this is crazy.
So I have
You're
to.
like, I gotta get dumped twice.
the next one has to
can't
be.
fit
I need
that in there.
to fit in like 2 quick heartbreaks, so they can't be too bad. But the next one has to be a heartbreak, and then I'll find one after that, and then I'll get that over with. But then the third.
It's amazing that you're going out looking for heartbreak.
No,
You know what?
I just need to- I
want
just
it
need to-
over.
Most girls are going out there
Yeah.
looking for a husband. She's going
I'm
out there
literally
looking for her
a
ex.
Yeah. It's just somebody come break my heart. I want it done with. I don't like. I want it.
But that's not how it works. You
no,
know?
it's how it works.
You can't be like.
Because I also can't go through life without.
You know what? That's an interesting thing. That's an interesting thought because
Yeah.
like you do grow and learn a lot by getting dumped. I would imagine. I had never really got dumped. I never got dumped until my divorce, and that was like even
Flex.
different because it was but it sounds
Ever broke up with me.
seriously it sounds like douchey like that. But I just never had. I was always the dumper.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. That's also the other side of things. I would not be as bold to say that being the dumper is worse because it seems like when you're truly
No.
if you get the rug pulled out from underneath you and you like really thought it was the one and you get blindsided, I'm sure that is like terrible. Being the guy or girl who is like, I'm about to crush this person.
And you don't get the
sucks.
sympathy. Yeah.
And you don't get the sympathy because it's like you're making this decision for yourself. So what's the problem? It's like, well, this is not right for me. I want to like go on and live my life. Like this would not be a good fit. I'm not the one for her because I'm not in love with her. So I have to do this. But that doesn't mean I want to like crush her spirit.
Yeah.
I don't want her, you know what I mean? And so especially for, that's why me and John always say like we just like ride it out until they want to break up with us because it's like one of the worst things you can do to someone.
You have to like be the bad guy.
I
Be
hate
okay
saying
with being the bad
breaking
guy.
up with someone is saying I could choose to continue life with you,
Yeah.
or I can choose to take you out of my life, and I choose that. That
How many
sucks.
times have you broken up with somebody?
Like truly, legitimately, 1, 2, 3, and then divorce.
Again, heartbreaker.
And it's
Nobody
like 2.5.
breaks up with
It
you.
was but like, yeah, I mean there were other girls along the way, and there was girls that I was hooking up with that I wanted to pursue, and they like ghosted me and shit like that. So I know what it feels like to be like the one chasing after someone, but I've never been like we're dating for multiple years. I thought we were all good, and all of a sudden you're out.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky for that, but also being the other side of things where they're like, "What? You don't want me?" And I'm like,
I don't.
"Fuck." That's why I came up with the pineapple thing. Just text pineapple and it's over.
Oh, that's right.
Because it just removes, it's like,
Yeah, I
This is
think
me
swingers
also-
swingers kind of took over the pineapple though.
and
yeah.
They kind of stole that one from you.
Yeah, who knew? Who knew? But see, I was on
That'd
the
be
right
funny if
path.
they got the wrong idea.
I
Yeah.
just like. There's a reason why both of us picked pineapple. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pineapples have something to do with your sexual relationship.
You send her a pineapple, she's all excited. She thinks you're bringing in a third, and then it's like, all right, this might have accidentally saved the relationship. All right.
But I can understand the idea of.
Isn't that also what Chicks in the Office? Or no, what Because We Got High says for weed.
Yes.
Pineapple is a big
I'm telling you,
code word.
pineapple is a thing. Fun to say. I don't know.
You started it.
I was the OG.
You were the OG.
Yes. But I can understand the idea of like you got to live, experience, learn, all that
Yeah.
shit. That's true though, and that's why you can't get married by 30. Because honestly, the way that you date and break up a lot in order to learn. I mean, you can't do this because you can't like you can't have multiple marriages and break up and shit. But you learn so much in marriage too. Where I was like, well, fuck, wait a minute, I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
And now I'm not ready for that, and I didn't know that. And it's like, but this is supposed to be forever. I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
You think because you didn't get your 2 heartbreaks in?
I think there's just a whole host of things, but it's just like every experience is different. So
Yeah.
to think that, oh, I've dated like 3 or 4 people, I've been in long-term relationships, now I'm ready for this thing that I've never done before.
Yeah.
If marriage was just another relationship that I've already done before, I'd be like, okay, I've experienced this. How can you be ready for something you've never done?
I also feel like it's messed up. Like I feel like 30, like again, like I used to look at 30 and be like, oh, all my shit will be figured out.
No.
I look
don't
at
do
you
that
and
to
John, and
yourself.
I'm like, for example, and like everybody else here, and I'm like,
Don't do that
no
to
offense,
yourself.
but like nobody knows what the fuck.
Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
At 30,
And,
it should be
and
like.
you know what I will say? Like
50.
the people who
And
like
it's so many years to be spending with somebody. It's so many.
and I really think that modern life, like technology and the internet and shit, like you used to grow up in a town, you meet a guy who like you think is attractive, is a good enough fit, because you live in this bubble and that's all you know, and you're like, this is good, I'll marry him, because you don't experience anything else. Now you jump on your fucking phone and you can find like down to your your favorite movie and your favorite food and your favorite color and your favorite this, someone who fits you perfectly. And it's like, well,
No,
shit, I stumbled
the
upon my
apps
fucking...
don't work. They just ditch you. And
Not even apps. I'm not even talking about the apps necessarily. It's like, you can meet someone on a social media app where it's just like, oh, wow, I traveled there too. And like, or you meet someone on like a fucking Reddit page that shares your interest or whatever, where it's like, it used to be, you all used to kind of settle. It's why it's called settling down.
You should call it a social media app. It just sounded like the one of the apps. Yeah, the YouTube. I don't think we've ever said this to your face, but whenever you say YouTube, you say the YouTube.
No, I do not.
You do.
No, I don't.
Back me up. You always say the YouTube.
Oh, when I'm talking about like our channel, yeah. Like we got to grow the YouTube, yeah. like the KFC radio.
Even
YouTube.
then, you could just say our YouTube. Like when
Well,
you
the
say
difference
the
between our
YouTube.
and the. I wouldn't say the when I'm talking about just regular YouTube. When I'm saying like.
Okay, I
like,
guess that makes sense.
Like I would also say you got to grow the Twitter. You got to grow the Instagram. The KFC radio Instagram.
Yeah. No, he makes a fair point.
What?
He makes a
Yeah.
fair point.
No, that's totally normal,
I
and I will not
think-
let you guys try to shame me for that.
Yeah,
When you're talking about a
I've never
page,
noticed
like
that.
Yeah. That's fair. That's
it's like we
fair.
got to grow the blog. We got to grow the Instagram. We got to grow the social media. You gotta
Okay.
grow-
You made.
And also, what's wrong with social media apps?
So,
There's multiple
just
social
like
media
social
apps.
media.
But there's multiple social media apps. There's nothing wrong with that either. You guys are. This is,
Okay,
this
you
is
know,
not,
yeah, I take it all back. I'll take it all back. I should have stuck my
Fuck
ground
you
on that,
guys.
but I didn't.
You're gonna come at me for being old. There's plenty of other things. Those are not good examples. Anyway,
yeah.
just fucking slut it up, get broken up with a couple times, and marry when you're 40.
What's up, KFC Radio? Mello's back. 30 Rows Up podcast. Wearing my sad boy season jacket. It's awesome. So just another question for you guys. If you could only listen to your favorite song for the rest of time, or every other song that you listen to, you gain a half pound, would you just strictly listen to your favorite song?
No, I mean that's too
Or
much.
would you go on a 10-song bender and listen to other songs? Could you do it?
It can't be a half a pound.
Half pound's a lot.
It's got to be like a fraction of a pound, because that way,
Only your favorite.
to the thing where I swallowed my own spit down the wrong tube. You do
I'm
that,
with you
right?
on that.
Yes, that we are not alone. I have been shamed into
we are
thinking that
outnumbered in
sometimes
this world.
people swallow their own saliva down the wrong tube into their lungs, and then it makes you feel like you're gonna die.
I had a
and that's
friend
not-
who did that.
What happened?
I had a friend who did that while she was giving a blowjob. and
Yeah,
then
that's gotta be a
she,
fiasco.
She like just out her nose, like.
Oh no!
Anyways. So she's with us.
You know what's sick? I saw a meme the other day. It's the cartoon on the bus meme.
Yeah.
And I mean, the world is just getting so disgusting. But also, I don't know what to tell you. The one, the happy one,
You say the world was getting so disgusting as if we were not
a part of it.
a part of it.
Yeah. Well, I just tell it like it is, girl. That's the thing. It was the happy meme. I guess I don't know if it totally works. It was like the happy meme was like no gag reflex, and the other side was like, she's throwing up on your dick. I was just like, oh my God. Like, we're getting to a point where it's like, you know, having a gag reflex is pretty hot. That's where we're at, right? Like, if you're too good at giving head, it's like, well, that's not fun.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
There was one time I was like, my friend like doesn't have a gag reflex. I was trying to like wingman her, and so then I was like blackout.
You just
and I was
told
just
them?
trying. I guess I just like wouldn't stop repeating. I was like, listen, she doesn't have a gag reflex. And
You
then
said it multiple times.
I said it
Was
multiple
she just
times,
like,
and then I
the
woke up-
worst drunk thing in the world is the repeater. When you're,
Yeah, the repeater.
But
I'm
when
a
you're
big repeater.
when your thing you're repeating is.
Is that?
Are you a repeater?
I'm actually not a repeater, but like sometimes I'll wake up and I'll like there'll just be one thing that my brain was hooked on, and I'll just be like,
that to me is the most embarrassing thing as a drunk when it's like, yo, you heard this song yet? It's like, dude, you played that like 10 times already. Fuck. I can't believe that. And did it work? Because I'd be honest. I'd be like, I wasn't into this girl, but I mean.
Yeah. She was like, he was really into me. I was like, yo,
After
welcome.
that, I bet so.
So.
Shit. This question.
Oh yeah.
If it was like 1/100th of a pound or something like
Yeah.
that, like I listen to thousands of songs.
Maybe if like your one
Or is
time
it
when
not
you
like
get to
every-
listen to new music is when you're working out and then you just go hard.
Oh, so
'Cause
then it
you
like
can
balances
lose it.
out.
Yeah.
You like gain 0 pounds. I don't
Because-
know. I feel like this, you know, like, or am I not thinking of this right? It's like I guess there's. It's not every time you listen to a song; it's every new song.
Like you can rather listen to the same song every single like all the time, gain no weight.
Right.
But every time you change a song, you gain a half a pound.
Yeah, that's too much.
No.
You listen to 10 songs in a day, you gain 5 pounds.
pounds, yeah.
That's I mean, that's insane. That needs to be like, if at the end of the day I gained like a fraction of a pound. You're talking about days. You live,
But
you live
could
a million
still
days for the rest of your life. Like,
listen to. Okay, no, I figured it out. So you can either listen to the same song, or you can listen to the same song, but then if you choose a new song, you gain half a pound. So then you have to go with the second one because then you just don't listen to it. And then if you're like, I'm actually gonna go crazy, I'll gain half a pound, but then I'll just like real quick work it off. Then you're fine. Then at least you have the option. But then you're stuck with the other one. Or let's say, like, just for a weekend, you want a fatty. You know what?
I just think there's too much new music and too many songs to listen to, and I would be obese.
But the other one, you're stuck with the same song.
No,
like,
I
you
get
couldn't
it,
ever
but
listen to it.
it needs to be just like, you know, you gain
Has to be like a 10th of a pound or something.
like
less
a
than
good
that.
1,000th of a. It's just there's so many fucking songs.
Yeah.
I'll just have to listen to the same song, otherwise I'll be fucking huge.
Yeah.
Is this Catherine? Catherine, the mail woman.
Hello, good morning. So when we make a little bit of a mess up, the other person likes to kind of give a retort and like roast the person back for being like, haha, you messed up. And the other person's like, yeah, well, at least I didn't wake up in a bed with a man that I didn't know while the other person was at work, kind of thing. So to my favorite couple that I will be seeing at both shows at the Wilbur, congratulations, by the way. I would like to know what your roast to each other would be if you were to mess up.
This is for you and Feits.
Well, we can do that for you too.
I don't understand when she says a mess up. Does she mean like?
I guess just like, you know, if you do something embarrassing, it's like, oh, you know, well, you're an idiot, and you're like, oh yeah, well at least I didn't, you know, wake up with
Yeah.
like naked and you know whatever that she's saying. Basically, it sounds like when somebody just like sort of fucks up, they like go all the way. You know. I mean, I don't know enough about like your
You roast
horrible
me every
mishaps.
day. This is.
Yeah, but it's all just like, you know, at least I didn't like, you know, fuck up putting up the podcast like, you know, 10 times in a row.
Are you saying they did that?
We had a rough go.
We had a rough go, but
Last like 2 weeks has been a rough showing.
wait, no. There was one time
Are
when
you gonna send him right under the bus again?
What?
You're gonna send him right under the bus again?
No.
I thought you were about to say paths.
No, no. I'm gonna stop.
Because you were about to.
No. I wasn't. I was not about to throw you under the bus. Although he just threw me under the bus. Today,
I'm gonna throw you under the bus. Is this fake Tanner?
Yeah.
Yeah, those knuckles are.
Yeah, they're really
Those knuckles
bad.
look like you were
I got ahead of it.
fighting a
Like a pound
big
of dirt.
brown.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So the new lips and the self tanner.
New lips, self tanner,
No,
blonde
the
hair.
new lips like settled in.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So do you approve of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
You
I mean,
said that.
no, I do. I meant that because
Okay.
I always knew that was gonna be the case.
Okay.
I knew that lips need to like
Settle
when
in.
you first get them, they look.
I was
not
worried there
the-
that they were gonna have to be dissolved, but you would tell me if they would need to
Yeah,
be
no,
dissolved.
this fits your face.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
the first initial ones were
they're bad.
it's all swollen and shit. That's why.
Yeah.
But I would probably say something like that. You know, like at least I didn't get fucking new lips, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
For you, or what would you say to Feits?
I would probably be like, at least I. Well, it's not even like at least because I can't really say this, but it's like at least I didn't, like lose out on multiple multi-million-dollar deals. You dumb businessman. So I would probably do that. Yeah.
I am trying to think for you.
I
I'm
mean,
not good at like thinking fast.
There's quite a bit of ammo in all regards. But you know what? I'm even getting. It's like the Rittenhouse stands are just still going, and it's like it genuinely doesn't faze me at this point.
Yeah.
Where it's like I just see the same pictures and same links and same everything, and it's just like, if you have anything else, anything at all, I'll give you some credit. I have not seen it. Almost in a weird way. I hate it because like it's hard to win. It's almost what I just said about Feits. Whenever I'm in like an internet battle where I'm like busting back and forth on people, they think they've won the battle by just saying that, you know? And anybody who has been around for a long time and knows the deal is like, yeah, we know that doesn't really like matter anymore. But knowing that they think they won the war, you know what I mean? It's like you didn't, but I know that you're going to bed tonight being like, oh, I fucking roasted him, and it's like, look at the fucking replies. I also love the people who think it's all like current.
I know.
They think it's like happening right now. No, they don't know anything. It's like they're just jumping in. People see that I made fun of Rittenhouse. They Google me. They find it, and they that's the other thing that's funny too is they're doing like research on me over it. But I think they all think it's like currently
like the same. They just like copied and pasted. It looks
same,
like they had like a
same like template
group chat.
Yeah, they probably do, or it's like a burner
this.
account and they do. It's like 10 people putting on the same thing.
I've noticed even in they're just dumb because like we don't delete YouTube comments. But YouTube censors on its own, or it just shows top comment, like usually.
Right.
And these people are so dumb. They're like, I can see there's 37 comments, but clearly you're hiding like 30. I'm like, dude,
we don't hide anything, bro.
Click all comments.
Right, you're filtering it wrong, you fucking morons.
Like learn how a filter works.
No, that's where that's pretty much what everybody would use against me. But it's also like, I also do get a kick out of when it is like the Rittenhouse fans and they're all diehard Trump fans, and it's like, well, what about your king? You know, like
exactly.
That can't. It's got to go both ways. Next up, last one.
Hey, Feits, KFC, Nick, Jackie, rest of the crew. I'm 26 now. Got a pretty good job, making close to 6 figures, over 6 figures. Married, the wife's making close to 6 figures too. Got a nice house. Some extra cash laying around for entertainment and such. Compared to the rest of my friends, I'm doing a lot better than. Looking back to like my high school self, I never really pictured that. I guess there was some telltale signs, in some of the AP classes, all that good junk, taking college courses. So I guess the question is, looking back at your high school self in your high school group of friends, did you ever think or picture yourself as being the most successful? I mean, obviously you guys got a really good rated podcast. Let me know.
Fucking, Elon Musk over here, person of the year. Was this not the douchiest thing you've ever seen in your life?
I know.
I'm making 6 figures. My wife's making 6 figures. Turns out I'm awesome because I was taking AP classes in high school and I should have known it. Like, get the fuck out of here.
The AP classes was weird. Like,
bro,
what?
I took AP Environmental Science. That was the biggest joke of my entire fucking life. Some of these, or anything that's like school related, it's all a fucking joke. I also think if
making money is important, obviously, and when you do get a job where you're making money, you feel like accomplished, and it does feel like cool. But if you walk around using the phrase 6 figures a lot, like that is like
today.
That is like a barometer. What?
Never mind.
No,
I'm just saying, like, especially like today, like you can't be like, listen, I fucking made it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like there's certainly. Well, listen.
But also, I'm not making 6 figures, so I can't be talking.
No, but like across the world, factoring everybody in, if you make $100,000 a year, like you're probably like in the top 1% of the world. But if you live in a city, if you work in certain industries, it's like, okay, you're doing. If you make $100,000 in New York City, like you are,
you can like afford
maybe a little bit comfortable, like
bigger closet.
That's right. That's really about it. Now, some place wherever he lives, you're in the Midwest, or some place where you could buy a fucking house on that, But I think if you walk around like in your brain, 6 figures. What does he make? 6 figures. Oh, she makes 6 figures. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then to be like, I'm making 110 grand. I should have known it back in the day when I got a 95 on that test. Like, shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
What was his question though? His question was,
like,
did you
like looking back? I mean, you're so
when you were
young
in high
that,
school
like,
taking your AP environmental class.
Yeah. I mean, I never had any plan for anything. I did feel like coming out of school, because I graduated early and I got my MBA, and then the job, the Deloitte job that I got offered, bumped me up.
Wait, how early did you graduate?
A semester early.
Got it.
So then I just started my MBA right away. So and because it was a 5-year program, they place you out of a bunch of classes because like Fordham just takes those credits from your undergrad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So rather than doing 2 years, I only had to do 1. And because I started a semester early, long story short, when everyone else was graduating in May, normal time, I graduated in August with an MBA.
Okay.
So I did it like really quick. So it was like only a couple extra months of schooling and I got my MBA. So the job at Deloitte gave me I think it was like $10,000 extra. So I think it was like instead of 65, I was making 75 or 62 and 72 or whatever it was. And at that moment I did feel like I was on top of the world. I was like, I got my MBA. I'm making more money than the guy next to me who got the same offer and da. And then within like 45 seconds, you realize that you're thrown into like the big pool and everyone else around you is smarter and better and you're nothing. And it's like, and I also, it's just not as you get more money, you get more bills. And so you don't actually have any more money. You're just fucking, that's why if you stay single, don't get married, continue on your career, continue to get those raises and bonuses, promotion, or be gay, and you make gay guys are living the dream because they're just spending their money on themselves and that's it. And they're dating someone else who's doing the same thing, so they have their own money. You don't like how often
unless you're me who got your card declined for the first time ever this weekend because you had $4 in your bank account.
Dude, I just
you're young too. You're just starting out,
but
like
I have other. It was just a thing.
That hurts though.
Like,
what were you paying for?
Just lunch. I was just picking up lunch, and I was
with other people.
No, it was luckily just myself.
Okay, that's if you're with other people.
Oh no! Oh shit! I had this happen at the live show. My card got declined. I'd switched over cards.
What were you buying at the live show?
A drink for a fan. And
there's so much backwards about that. How about when we learned that the girls at the show wanted Nick to take a selfie from the stage and instead just took a picture? They must have been like, wow, that guy really has no self-esteem. That guy really was willing to just take a picture of us in the middle of his rock show.
You hand me a phone, I'd take a picture of you. That's
no, you're right, but it's like you were on stage performing.
I was trying to hear him. I couldn't hear. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And then what? So what? Like, did you say to the fan? Like, sorry.
Thank God this was at our Gramercy show.
Right.
And then thank God Tom Mullins was behind me. He swept in and tossed his card down because I also was getting like drinks for my girlfriend, getting a drink for Tom, and then I was like trying to thank Tom for like coming and doing this on a Friday night.
Right.
And it swept.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was gonna do that. There was some extra people there. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And it just didn't run. It wouldn't work for like 2 days. So I'd switched it over like that day.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I to put it in perspective, like I had way more disposable income and was way less worried about money when I was 26 and I am 36. Are there a lot of gay sugar daddy situations? Yeah, tons, right? Yeah,
dude.
But I was just thinking, like, they're
Actively, if anyone's out there, like, whatever. If you just want to give me money and just to do nothing. That's actually a big thing. Is you just go on the dates, whatever. You don't even have to like hook up. Like, some guys are just so lonely, which is sad. But they just like take you out for dinner.
That's like older guys, right?
Yeah, I feel like I knew someone who did it, and it wasn't like that much older. He was like 50, which is.
I just feel like it's just. I can see why there's definitely a lot of that goes on, but also that it feels to me like there should be like, we're two guys, we're both working, we don't have kids, we don't have bills. We should all be good in our own right. Like nobody. But I guess there's guys who just want to be a sugar baby and don't want to work.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you do it, Zach?
Yeah, I've come dangerously close before, but I'm not. So,
what do you define dangerously?
Well,
close?
like not dangerously close. Well,
you just said it, so
Yeah.
well, like I've responded to men on like Grindr is like an easy. Like, you can just go on Grindr and like people like older guys will like whatever, and
I've said it before.
I've almost done it before, and then I'm like, I can't get myself to go and
quarterly.
Would you do a sugar daddy?
I would quarterly, 4 times a year. I would fuck somebody for like a big lump sum of cash.
What's a big lump sum of cash?
Whatever it is at the time. You know, like if I needed, like if I want, you know, if I need my rent paid for like this many, maybe that's what I would do. Is like I want my rent covered for the year. So every time I fuck you, I want 4 months of rent. You know, or I guess 3 months. Every 3 months. So that way you don't have to like live the life and be like, oh my god, I feel like an actual prostitute.
Are you saying that you would?
I would never
guy
pay.
Or an old girl?
Oh, I mean, you know, I guess no. It's. I mean, I'm not gay, so I can't. Get close.
I mean,
well, I'm not gay. I don't date. Despite what we said earlier with the Freudian slips.
I could not fuck an old guy for money. I'm saying if I was a girl or I guess a gay guy, I would do it every now and then for a big chunk of cash. Same person, keep it kind of like clean and quiet and discreet and all that. And then it's just like, oh fuck, it's you know March 15th. I've got to like fuck that guy, and I'll see you in June. You know what I mean? Anyway, a lot of ways to make money, kids. Just know that it's not the most important thing in the world. Making your 6 figs. All right, interview time. Pulling an audible, Kenny G on the show. Kenny G, shout out to the Foreplay guys. They interviewed him first because he's an avid golfer. And they came back and they were like, surprisingly, Kenny G was like the man, because it's just not a guy that you think of when you think of like podcasts and shooting the shit. And like I said to him to his face, I was like, I don't even think you were like a real person. You're just Kenny G. And we end up talking about groupies and going down on girls and the whole shebang with a legend of the saxophone. So Kenny G on KFC Radio, words I thought I would never say. It's brought to you by Helix Sleep. You how many like bad beds have you encountered? Like I feel like you know, you go home with a guy or when your friends go home with guys and it's like he had like a shitty mattress on the floor with like no blankets and no sheets and no pillows. Or you guys high class broads are
High
going
class.
home. So you're going home to Helix Sleep.
Nice
beds.
Helix, yeah.
I mean, you need it. If you're gonna have company in your bed, you gotta have a quality bed. I was saying to John, you can't be on the floor anymore. You can't be on some shitty mattress. You gotta have a quality mattress, not only to sleep on, but to enjoy activities on.
Pebs, you want to share your
How's your bed look?
sleeping situation?
What's your bed situation?
What's your bed like?
Do I have a picture of it? I think I sent it to the group chat.
Wait, are you
once.
now? You're not at home anymore?
I'm not home. I'm living
Okay.
with my friends in the city, just on their couch.
Got it. Where in the city? What neighborhood?
Kips Bay. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a life.
Kips Bay, Murray Hill, Gramercy area. At your age, the way you look is like you'll fit right in.
It's
But,
like
so you're sleeping on the couch?
I'm sleeping on the couch. Yeah.
Fold out or like literally
Yeah,
on the
no,
couch?
it comes out. It's a couch, but like there's like an
a
L.
futon.
It's a futon, basically. And I throw a little sheet on there every single night. Blanket.
Do we have a time frame for this, or like is this indefinite right now?
This is
Like, are you like, oh, I have a lease starting in January, or is it like, I don't know?
There's just like every week I take a look.
Yeah.
And like I see what's going on and nothing looks good, so I'm waiting until like.
How many
after.
guys total are in there?
There's 2 other guys. The
That's not
2
terrible.
guys at the live show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They think they're gonna get a job here.
They think they're gonna get a job.
Yeah. Remember
here?
they were like, dude, I was so fucking funny.
No, that was. By the way. Oh. So he obviously he found out about when Feits telling the story about him, and he has just been in shambles about it. somebody that his cousin listens to us religiously,
And he knew.
and he was right away. He's
Just beeping is funny.
You were you on KC Radio the other day?
Oh man, that's
See, my
funny.
life is over. Everyone's gonna know that.
Well, so on the couch.
On the couch.
So you're just playing away games mostly, or are you like, come on back to my futon?
It's embarrassing to have to tell
Yeah.
girls especially that I live on a couch. But
What happened with that chick who was ghosting you? Steady ghosting?
I'm back.
Yeah! How did you dig out of it? Tell the people. This is important information. How do you get out of a ghost situation? How do you get unghosted by Mike
Which is
Pats?
like we were in the rejection thing together, and then he got his happy ending.
Oh, well, you know, he's not ugly. What did you say?
I didn't really say. I played it as if saw her out again. Played it as if it was just seeing another person. Didn't let it bother me. Just said, "Hey, what's up?" and then walked away. And
Oh, so you did it in person?
Oh yeah, I saw her at a party recently, and I was just
Okay, so no contact until the party.
yeah. Just
Then you
didn't-
said what's up and
then I
just
said
like
what's up
blew her
and-
off, kind of.
yeah.
And then she texted you after that?
Mhm.
Woo! Damn, I would almost be like, maybe I don't want you. Shit, I was desperate, girl. That's the ultimate. That's how you got to do it. That's a good show of confidence right there. Yeah. It's so hard not to when you really like somebody or you really feel like this is your last chance. Like, let me just send something. It's like, please, just don't, because in a couple weeks, maybe you know. So well done. Nice. Just fuck around your futon. But if you can, as soon as you get your own spot, get that Helix Sleep mattress. You can get $200 off a Helix Sleep mattress and 2 free pillows, which is a big one too, because girls are always like, he didn't even have any pillows. So go to helixsleep.com/KFC. Get $200 off your mattress, which they designed to fit you and your body and your sleep preferences and your style, specifically for you. Get 2 free pillows and $200 off. That's helixsleep.com/KFC. It's Kenny G on KFC Radio. Are there certain activities or foods or anything that you have to protect that mouth over?
Wow. Look at all I can say is this.
What that mouth do?
Listen, man. Okay. Obviously, he really wasn't a real sax player because honestly, this is what I do for a profession. I use my tongue, my lips, my mouth, my fingers. They are all the strongest of anyone in the world. I can handle any situation. And I mean, I'm pretty much a pro in all of that area. Let me
Man, that's
I'm professional. What do you want to say?
That's why the groupies are coming.
That experience would have just been a warm up for me for my gig.
All right, the holiday season is approaching. All I want for Christmas this year is YouTube subscribers. We got to get to 100,000. I want that 100,000 plaque. We've got a goal for all you out there, for everybody. At 100,000 subscribers, Polly Feidelberg will join us on the show. Maybe. Well, if not, we'll probably have to trick her into it. But at 100K, you will get Polly content. So subscribe, click the bell icon so you get notifications so that you're always watching. Leave a comment below. Talk about it. Post about it. Spread word. Tell your friends. 100,000 subscribers on KFC Radio for Polly Feidelberg. Let's make it happen.